Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hardly Heroes, where last we left the party. They'd finally learned to read. And they were going to use these newfound powers to help the lost children of the city reconnect with their families, right?
Yes, correct. We've buried our gems in our basement, and I lock myself away in the house for the next month or so, reading this journal that has been, the cipher has been broken for me by Thomas the Architect. But I believe that I don't see the numbers. The numbers are still a mystery, but all the letters seem to be readable.
We should solve the number problem not too long from now, I'm sure. Now, there are notes in this cipher. Some of them are specifically related to specific keys, but there's missing context around them. It'll just say, like, Rose key, and then it'll just be like a string of numbers, which you can't translate, and then some descriptions about it. But you don't know what the fuck a Rose key is, and there's no other context. So you skip over those things. Maybe one day you'll have the appropriate context, but right now that's just like lost to you. The things that are interesting here is two different sets of information. The first set of information are a series of names, addresses, and job specializations. So you'll have a name like Nihilus, and then you'll have the address, which is blah, 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 Way Street or something like that. And then it'll say fence. And then the next name will be Hudson. And it'll say, in this tavern over in the Pittman territory, fence. And then it'll say Eliza. Here's her address. She's a handler. Here's Taver. He's the shot caller. He's in the dungeon. Here's the address of the dungeon. Luna. She's the smuggler. This is the address of her house. And those are the 6 important names. There's a couple of others, like here's a runner. Here's like a second story man, like a lockpick who climbs up windows and breaks in from there. I don't think you care about that. Here's the name of someone who does some muscle. I wrote down specifically, if you want these other ones, we can give them to you. But specifically, there are 2 fences, people who can move your ill-gotten goods, a handler who is someone who picks up, they're like a pickpocket. They will either deposit things on people or pick things off of people as needed. A shot caller, and judging by the names of the streets here, this looks like a copperhead shot caller, and a smuggler. The other set of information are the names of people who owe money to the owner of this journal, their addresses, their friends and family's names, and their addresses, as well as a list of how much money is owed. And there's a bunch of names, but you are missing numbers right now. So the names I'm going to give you are the people who seem to have like bigger numbers, just more decimal places here. And so there are 4 names.
Wait, can I just interject and ask a couple of questions? So
Please.
The first section where they're listing all of the different people, you mentioned the Pitman. So is this the Copperheads describing their network of people they use, or is it them trying to map out their enemies?
Well, this is a Copperhead notebook, right? Whoever's notebook this was in Copperhead territory and worked with them, and they seem to be working with him. And so you can assume that all of these names are probably Copperhead names, especially because the addresses that you recognize or the streets names that you recognize are
but you
mentioned
one of the fences was in the Pittman area, right?
Yes, there are 2 fences, and one of them specifically says, what was the tavern name in the Pittman area? It was... I wrote it down.
We get a tavern? King's Arms, maybe? The Red Lion?
The Red Lion was in the Red Cuts area.
But there's a lot of Red Lions.
True. Let's see, what else are some most common pub names?
No, I had...
the Red Lion's number 1, the Royal Oak.
It's the Rusty Hook.
Oh, the Rusty Hook. Okay.
Yeah.
Some other good ones here. The Crown Inn, the White Hart, the Rose and Crown, the White Horse, the King's Arms.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're not like super familiar with the Rusty Hook, but it's a known place. It's a tavern deep in Pittman territory, and it's one of these like the description I would give you is that it's an open tavern for ne'er-do-wells, which ne'er-do-wells is a term that, gets tossed around not so much in the modern era anymore, but in this context, ne'er-do-well is going to be the sort of person who would like to be a gangster, but like doesn't have the chops and isn't involved yet, but like would fancy themselves that. And they might try to hang around in gangster area looking to like be noticed and make a name for themselves. You know how like men and women of young ages will move to LA to try and make it in Hollywood, and they like hang out at all the cool Hollywood places and trying to get like picked up or discovered. That's what a ne'er-do-well is in this case. It's for a moment there, before this campaign started, you were ne'er-do-wells. Now you actually have started criminal activities and you're actually doing things, so not anymore. But this is a known open tavern where ne'er-do-wells will come, and the pitmen might like, find good people there. Yeah.
But it seems like, I mean, my reading of this is that everyone in this first part of the book are friends of the Copperheads and therefore trying to use one of those fences. Well, I suppose it's the redcoats that we've stole from, so maybe we can get away with it.
It is the redcoats we stole from. We did not steal from the Copperheads.
Yeah, that's true.
Technically, with the items that we have.
We did have a thought that we could try and leave it a while and then sell one of them and claim that we got it from somewhere else. That like we aren't the ones that originally stole the Hall of Gems, but we have one of them that we've stolen from someone who's, got one from someone else who stole them originally or whatever.
It's just a gem as well.
Maybe we could try and sell one of them.
I think we should try to sell the one.
Okay.
But maybe, Luther, maybe we should steal something else first and then try and sell that to the fence versus going to the fence with, we should build up some rapport.
That's a good point. Yeah, if we turn up there with this gem, it's going to be mighty suspicious. But it'd be a lot of money for him, or her. So they might be tempted anyway.
Does the book tell us anything about other places that we can rob?
There's a list here of people that owe the redcoats money. Some of them owe quite a lot of money. Sorry, the Copperheads. Some of them owe quite a lot of money, which might mean that they've got expensive houses, expensive things. If they've managed to build up such a large debt, could also mean that they're just terrible at gambling.
How much do they owe? I'll point to one of the names. It doesn't say, right?
It's just gibberish. It's the numbers you haven't figured out. But if you can go to some of these addresses, if you can find these addresses, you'll be able to start working out the numbers. And you only need like 9 of the numbers to get all 10. So
all right, and enough of these places, like that pub in the Pitman area. Does it list the street name, the street number of that?
No, that one just says the Rusty Hook. It's a well-known enough location. It doesn't need an address. But
so how would I track these places down if I don't know the numbers?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know how you track them down, but if you could find where Luna, Taver, Eliza, or Nihilus lives, you would start getting numbers.
Yeah, but we don't know
who
they are. Well, we know what street they live on.
You do know the streets they live on, yes.
We could go around like, do you know where Luna lives?
Yep.
And then find, she's in that one, and then boom, we've got the numbers.
You can. First names are not entirely unique. So like a name like Luna, there might be, 10 Lunas over in the Copperhead territory.
Yeah,
so you could figure it out. That's true.
Yeah.
It's workable.
But
these are good plans.
Dangerous going around asking questions. What do you think, Pigeon?
Well, let me tell you what I found out when I was in the Redcoats bar for the past month.
Oh, yeah.
What did I hear? And or eavesdrop check.
Did we do a time skip? What? When did you spend a month in the bar?
I was assuming that it was gonna take him about a month to like crack the code and like go through the book, and I was gonna spend a month there. So let's do a month time skip.
Perfect. Okay.
God, can I roll a luck check on the information I get? I'm a roller. Because imagine, Nick, I get 100 on a D100.
All right, give me a D100. Let's do it.
God. Give me something good, baby. Just never good.
He's a roller, all right. So what you heard in that month is deeply disappointing to you with a 15. There's lots of bluster in the bar when there are redcoats there, but more often than not, there's just not a lot of redcoats. Like, you'll be there for a couple weeks and not see a one. And then one day you're getting kind of bored, maybe getting ready to leave. And all of a sudden, like 30 of them will descend on the bars through the back door, through the front door. Some people like
What day
jumping
is
in
that?
through windows. It is
Bit weird.
a Wednesday.
Can I
Even
like have the
weirder.
actual date? I want to know because like maybe they do like a big group meeting here on Wednesday the
Yeah.
4th, you know? He's
It's
getting
not
his
every
calendar.
It's not every Wednesday because you've been there for more than a week.
Yeah, exactly.
So it might be just once a month.
It could be a one-off event. It could be that they do this every single month, and if they do every single month, then
It's a good time to rob them
it's a good time to rob them. Yeah.
or blow them up.
Ooh, that. Well, there's not like powder or anything, right?
No. Oh, there's wizards there.
There are wizards. Pay a wizard 2 of these gems, they'll use 1 fireball.
Yeah. My price is actually $50,000 for a single light spell. Can't you cast 16 spells a day? Yes, I can, but my time is.
That's my price. I could be
That's- yeah.
researching.
All right, we spent a month here.
Yeah.
So we spent the end of January and most of February.
We should pay costs again, I guess.
Yes. We'll have to pay costs for February, and then we're almost to March, so we should do both. Let's do a quick costing before we get too deep into anything else. 10 GP per person per month is what we're
You got
looking
that,
at.
Nick?
That's a bit too much, isn't it?
Well, that's poor. Yeah, you guys are living in the squalid conditions.
Yeah.
So 3 GP per person per month. So
Yeah.
I need 12 GP
12.
for 2 months of living.
How much have you got on your character sheet, mate?
10 gold, 21 silver.
All right, just pay 6 each then. I've got
Okay.
12 gold. Yeah.
Perfect. And
Oh wait,
so-
no, we've got a horde. I forgot we've got a horde. Just pay 1 gold each, mate, and I'll take 10 out of the horde.
Okay.
The Wednesday that you saw them was February the 10th, the day before your birthday.
Oh.
Whose birthday?
good.
Mr. Moon's
Mine.
birthday. Pigeon's birthday.
Yeah.
His birthday is February 11th.
Good.
Oh, we should celebrate.
Yeah, why not?
Let's do another heist, Luther. Make some money.
Ah, that's what you want to do on your birthday?
Yeah, it was exhilarating last time.
Yeah, but remember, we watched that house for like weeks. We didn't just run in there and take a chance.
Yeah, but what if we, in the book, it says like people's names and how much money they owe. Maybe we could go and rough them up and say, hey, we want the money for the Copperhands.
Yeah, we could try that.
It's got their addresses and everything.
Well, we don't know the numbers is the problem, but
Hmm.
yeah, we could start with one of these lower ones. But my thinking is, if they've not paid the copperheads, are they going to pay us?
I shrug.
Maybe if they're
Hmm.
scared for their life.
Maybe if we give them a reason.
Anyway, the information
yeah.
you got about the Copperheads wasn't great.
Red
Sometimes
coats.
they blow in a huge mass and they party like mad for 4 hours and then they bail. And the rest of the time, these Copperhead bars that are in the outer city are
Redcoats.
just redcoat bars in the outer city are just like regular taverns that the locals use. And then every now and then the fucking wealthy kids just like break in through the windows and doors and do like a huzzah, ha ha, and kick everyone else
So,
out and
but
make
to
a
make-
mess of the place.
He doesn't hear anything about the gems going missing. He doesn't see people looking for them or looking for information about them.
Not with a 15 on a D100, no.
15.
But the more important information is that like they live in the inner city and they probably don't do their business out here. Like they live in the inner city. This is just their playground.
Mm. Mm.
If they're gonna have like a real conversation about something
It'd be
serious,
on the
it
inside.
probably wouldn't be out here.
Interesting. Well, I mean, we can go after someone on this list if you want. Maybe maybe we should go to the Rusty Hook and hang out for a bit.
Well, I'm fine waiting, but you're going to owe me.
Oh, you what?
Well, an adventure or something.
Oh, for your birthday?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, let's go to the Rusty Hook. It'll be good. I'll get you a drink.
All right.
See if we can't find you a woman. Make a man of you yet, Pigeon.
Oh, wow.
Let's go.
I can't wait.
How old are you now, by the way?
He would be turning 20.
No,
Let me
well,
update that.
you're a real man now.
Yeah, Mom
Right.
always said when I was 20 that something good was going to happen.
Yeah, well, maybe it will.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. You can't go out looking like that. Go back in. I bring him back in and I look at him and I sort of straighten up his jacket and
We look
fix his
good
hair.
now, I think. But yeah, you can fix
Yeah,
it.
but you're just not looking after yourself properly.
No,
so I
he's
sort of,
unkempt,
I touch you up, so you look all right. Can you do something about? I try like sweeping his hair over his eyes, maybe.
I was bald, but
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're bald. Fuck.
Should I grow hair? You want me to start growing it?
we would have talked
Right.
about this at the beginning after our heist. I don't know.
Well, maybe you could see what it looks like.
All right, I'll try.
Okay, let's go to the pub. Yeah, Neil, we head to the Rusty Hook.
Yeah, we can head on down to the Rusty Hook. Here's my Rusty Hook.
My hair will be regrown in about a year.
Oh, hang on.
The mysterious Fran.
Cut it, physics. Cut this.
We're back.
Pardon?
That
We're
was just
telling
telling
physics
physics
to
to
cut it.
cut Fran's fingers coming through the door.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't want anyone to see that.
No. All right, we can pick up here.
Don't know where they've been.
You can head to the Rusty Hook. And this is a lively place. It is 2 stories and like a central open air column in the middle of it and staircases going up and down between the two. And then the kitchen is, off the backside. The front door's over there. And the middle section where there's just like an open air column connecting the two with balconies on the upper floor is like a small stage. And there's some musicians up there that are playing right now. And you can see scattered around all sorts of different groups of people. A couple of fireplaces on the ground floor, probably a couple of fireplaces up on the second floor as well. The place is popping off. There might be like 130 people in here today on just
How
like
the ladies
a
looking?
random
What's
Wednesday.
what's the name of the fence? Really quick.
Hudson. Which
Hudson, okay.
I stole these names off of the Save or Die NPC name list.
Good.
So if you are a patron, you can name characters. Except Hudson, I'm sorry, I didn't take your name because your name is just the name of an NPC from Baldur's Gate 3. So I used your name, Hudson, for this person instead.
There you go.
Um,
This should be Thursday, the February 11th. This is his birthday.
Yeah, but that was
Hudson
midway
is a-
through all of the cipher breaking. So I'm just gonna
Oh.
put us like you go out for your birthday, but it's a little bit of a delayed celebration because the cipher
That's
still
fine,
had to
that's
get broken.
it's that's a male name, right? Hudson.
Hudson. It's actually gender neutral. It
Gender
could be a
neutral,
man
isn't it?
or a
Yeah.
woman's name. It's like Brooklyn.
All right. So we walk in. Yeah, how are the ladies looking?
Yeah.
Well, you've got your waitresses who are hot and sweaty and moving around pretty quickly, but like they've got that. My hair's a little bit damp because I'm working in the kitchens and I'm moving, but like I toss it to the side and it looks kind of nice. You're like, ooh, nice looking waitresses. Excellent. Then you've got your clear skank corner over there,
That's not what we want.
and they're near the bar, one of the bars in the
Wait,
tavern, because there's a couple
I've got.
of them.
Let me describe what's going on here, right? So I walk into the place, okay, and I'm scanning the ladies, okay. So my eye first off on the waitress, she's looking nice. Then my vision now, we're watching a TV show, we're seeing Luther's vision. Move to the right, see like some nice looking girls at the bar. They look a little bit, well dressed. I look back at Pigeon, whose like eyes are bulging. I sort of shake my head and look back, and then my gaze gets to the corner of the room where the skanks are. One of them's, like her hair's a bit stringy. One of her eyes are a bit, she's probably got like a black eye or something. And then I think, yes, this is who we're looking for.
Now, Neil, will you roll a hotness check for the waitress?
Yes, I will. Oh, she's rocking a 16.
Oh, it was love
Ooh,
at first sight already.
Baby.
Before even
So you're in
that
love with the
happened.
waitress. How old is
He's
she?
in love with the waitress, yeah.
Oh my goodness, Luther.
I know. As you're looking at the ladies in the corner,
Look at
Yeah.
her.
She's got to be like early to mid 30s, maybe 33, 34-ish. Definitely much, much older than
Yeah.
Pigeon, but still like in a good state of life, in
She's-
a good prime, with enough worldly experience and enough just like, she casts off those around her really easily, is focused on the job, but also knows how to make a tip, right? She's experienced. Not quite a cougar, but like almost.
I like this.
I look at her. She's nice looking, but maybe she's too old for you.
No,
You need
no.
someone more your own age.
Well, she'll
Now, what
come
about
over
her
and
over
look.
there?
Pigeon
You
doesn't
know,
even look.
No.
She looks a bit older, but I reckon it's just a bad lifestyle. She's probably only like 20.
I give her a glance. I immediately dart back to the waitress.
No, there's something about a hard worker. Oh man, I can't wait to talk to her.
All right, well, let's go and get ourselves a drink first. Luther's panicking as we go to the bar because there's no chance that this waitress is going to be into him. And let's be honest, Pigeon could be a bit of an incel creep if we.
It's gonna
I
be
mean,
like
we don't
one of
know,
the-
but he could be.
Did you watch like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Nick?
Yeah,
It's like gonna be like that, where he's
like Charlie and the waitress. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's out of order. To be fair.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right, well, I go to the bar, and I will buy us, 2 pints and 2 shots.
All right.
I should
2
do it.
pints,
I
2
should do it.
shots.
2 pints, 2 shots.
Here,
So,
let's go over here, Luther, so she has to come and bring it to us.
yeah, okay. I
need a minute.
I
Hold
ha-
on. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm going to pause everything. I'll be right back.
Pause physics.
paused.
We got them all hot and bothered.
Yeah, true. A single sweat bead drips from his head as he's imagining this waitress. Yeah, what is our plan though here? I'm thinking that I'm going to ask the bartender if Hudson's in.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair. But we don't have anything to give Hudson, and I think it is a bad idea to give Hudson just like the best thing up front, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need to go steal like an art piece or something.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry about that.
No,
Heard
okay.
some weird noises. It's
Everything
super
all right?
windy outside. Yeah. Lauren came in and out of the house, but for a moment there, I thought the animals had knocked something over or something
shit,
had
yeah.
fallen on the roof.
Oh, shit.
But it was just a loudly slamming door. It's fine.
It's all possible in Colorado.
Dude, the winds today are insane.
Can't imagine.
Yeah.
So yeah, we order our drinks at the bar. We drink the shots, probably neck like half the pints, and then I say to the bartender, we're gonna go sit at that. I gotta point to an empty table. We're gonna go sit over there, and I slide him 3 silver coins, and say, "Can you have her bring the drinks over?" And point to the waitress, and we'll have another round.
Bartender shrugs, takes the extra coins. You can go sit down, and soon enough, the waitress will come on over. You know, it's warm in here, and she's going in and out between the kitchens, getting food. So she's getting blasted with the heat, and then she's like hustling and bustling through the crowds. It's a busy place. There's a bunch of waitresses, but eventually she'll make her way over to the table, come on over, set your drinks down, look around at you, and goes, "Hi everyone, I'm Patricia. I'll be your waitress for the today."
As she's walking over though, I say to Pigeon, "Shoot your shot, kid." But she says no. Gotta move on.
Okay.
And I say to the waitress, "Oh, Patricia, thanks so much for the drinks." And I take the drinks and I wait.
Hi.
And I go in my bag and I pull out a gold coin and I just kind of like hold it out for her.
Oh, aren't you a cutie? And she'll take the gold coin. You have a nice smile. And then she goes.
How did I do, Luther?
Wow, that was pretty. That was weirdly, that was better than I expected. Okay, I then will drink another couple of drinks. Eventually, I will go back to the. No, I wait for the waitress to come back. We gave her that gold coin. Does she bring a tip? No.
No, he tipped her a gold
Sorry.
coin.
Yeah. So we've tipped her well at this point.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
totally.
when she comes back, I'll say, yeah, can we get another round? Also, do you know if Hudson's in tonight?
So she'll come back after you finish your pint and your shot, right?
Yeah.
So you guys have.
Yeah.
Am I still here?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
That was just some super crazy stream lag. It's fine. It's fine. Sorry, I missed what you said, Nick.
That I wait for, we finish our drinks. I wait for her to come back to bring the next round. And then when she does, I'll say, thanks. By the way, do you know if Hudson's in tonight?
She will look around very quick, just like, is there anyone else at a nearby table looking at these people? She'll look at Pigeon more carefully for a moment, like definitely taking an unusual amount of time to survey the situation. Clearly, she knows who Hudson is based on your questioning. And then she'll look at you and go, what's it to you?
I'm just looking to speak to them.
You're pretty.
Thanks, sugar. Hudson's around, but this is an unusual way to get in touch. You don't know Hudson, do you?
Can't say I've met him before.
Okay.
I'm just staring at her.
Yeah. She will point to the second floor, a staircase that leads to the second floor, and say, well, you can try your luck up there by the fireplace with the elk antlers above it. Look for the lady in the brown hat.
Thanks. I stand up from my chair and go off to the stairs. I'm not going to go and speak to Hudson. I just want to get a look at her so I can find her again without issue.
Yeah.
Pull out another gold coin and I go to hand it to her and I say,
Maybe we could get a drink sometime.
Of course. I'll get you another shot and a pint. And she'll take the gold coin and she'll come back with 2 shots and 2 pints, set them down, and then noticing that Luther's still gone, take Luther's shot, cheers with you with it,
nice.
and do it.
I neck it.
Tell her it's your birthday.
It was my birthday last week.
What's your name, kid?
I'm Pigeon.
Happy birthday, Pigeon.
You might know my mom. She used to work at the old Vic.
I couldn't say.
Well, thank you, Patricia. I'll see you again.
She pats you on the head and kind of ruffles your hair. I'll see you soon, kid. Let me, give me a wave if you need another drink. And then she hustles off.
I'll bring Luther his beer and I'll take my beer and follow after him.
Yeah, you get up to the second floor.
Oh, I mean, I was planning to go back, but I see. I'm sort of like scoping out this person, and then Pigeon's like, "Hey, Luther, here's your beer."
Yeah, you get to the second
thanks.
floor. It's just as busy as the first one. There's like 4 fireplaces up here. They're all roaring. They've got, piles of firewood nearby. And sure enough, one of these fireplaces has some elk antlers above it. And at a table, like near the fireplace, like literally next to the fireplace, like is seated this woman with this brown hat. And by the looks of her, she looks like the person who's supposed to be keeping the fire alive. Like she's seated right next to where the wood would go. And if you watch her for a few minutes, you'll eventually see her move logs onto the fire. Completely unassuming, just looks like the local fire tender. She's got one of those like floppy, like overly floppy brown hats that is not flattering. Like you look at this person and they look kind of disappointing and kind of sad and kind of like
the hat itself, like deflated almost.
Yeah, the hat. It's like one of those big floppy artisan hats from the Renaissance, where like it should be some bold painter like painting master strokes, but instead it's just like a young woman whose job is to put logs in the fire, and the hat is too big for her head anyway, and she's not dressed or like doing a job that would bring it out. It's like if a kid's walking around in a chef's hat, and you're like, "Oh, buddy."
Can we get a table where we can get a look at her, like where she's in eyesight?
It's pretty busy. You can stand, and then when a table is freed, take it up, but it'll take some time. Yeah.
And we do that. I might intimidate someone if there's like a good table with like some weak looking losers on it.
Oh yeah, well all these tables are filled with weak-looking losers on it. It's a bunch of fucking, wannabes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You ever seen Goodfellas?
Yeah.
All right, the main character in Goodfellas at the very beginning when he's like a young man, that's the sort of people that are around
Yeah.
here. Easily
Sure.
intimidated, absolutely want to make a good impression.
All right, let's go and take a seat, I say to Pigeon. And I walk over to one of the tables that's got like, I don't know, like what, 2 young lads sitting on it.
Mm-hmm.
That would have good sight of the woman. And I put my pint down and I say, thanks for keeping our chairs warm, boys.
Yeah,
First
beat
kid
it.
goes, hey, this is our table. Who do you think you are?
I'm someone that's going to kick your ass if you don't stand the fuck up right now.
Give me a charisma check.
That's right.
Oh my god, it's a 30.
Get out.
The kid gets up. For a moment, you think he's gonna get in your face, and then he turns his head and just walks away.
Yeah. I sit down.
Luther, we should offload one of our things to them.
And I sheepishly, like slyly, kind of point towards the lady with the,
Aha.
huge hat. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but let's just watch it for a bit. See how she does business. Maybe you can, if anyone comes up to speak to her, maybe you can see what they're talking about.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good idea. So I'll sit around and wait to see if anyone speaks to her, and if they do, I'm going to try and lip read.
How long is this gonna be? Are you spending all day here? All night here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably another-
Spending
Yeah.
all night here. Yeah.
We're going to
Yeah.
just chill all night.
All right. Since you love to roll the dice, Mr. Moon,
Right.
give me a D100.
Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
35.
Oh.
It's getting better. Warming them up.
Yeah. That's still not a great roll.
What is, so can I ask, is this a roll for luck to see if there's a good conversation to see, or
Yeah.
is it a roll to see how well he can lip read? Okay.
No,
that's
this
a-
is just what's going
Luck roll.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're assuming that he's gonna succeed on some lip reading checks here.
Yeah.
But
No one
not
came.
everybody works all the time. When you got a highly specialized job, you might only work 1 day a week. And
Come back
today,
tomorrow.
she's just tending the fire. She's left alone. She's got a small table. At some point, some people do come over and ask to, either demand to sit at her table, demand her to leave her table, or ask to join her. And she makes some like meek gestures about and points to the firewood, and they just sit down at the table with her and have their own conversation and don't include her at all.
So if she's an important person in the Pitman, she's very unassuming and hiding it on purpose. Yeah.
Can I lip read and see what they talk at that table about?
Yeah, absolutely. Make me a lip reading check.
Fail.
Yeah, we've got a one.
Natural 1.
They're speaking a different fucking language. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, they're from Dracus.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you found the rusty hook, but it looks like your adventures here go very poorly for you. You do meet a pretty waitress, Patricia. She's
We
very
can still
nice.
go talk to the lady if we want.
Mhm. You do find Hudson, or at least you think you found Hudson, unless the waitress is really giving you the runaround.
Yeah.
But there's not much happening.
Luther,
just
it's a
got
good night.
some notes.
Let's
You
go
had a
talk.
good night? Kid, it's not too late. I know you like the waitress. It's not too late. Some of those girls down there, they'll be getting pretty desperate right about now. You might have a shot.
No, I love the waitress.
Yeah,
She's
I
the
know.
only one for me.
Yeah, you sure? You've only just seen her tonight for the first time, though.
Oh, Luther, I'm sure. I just love at first sight. I don't use that word sparingly either.
No, I suppose not.
Now let's go talk to Hudson and, see what she says.
Wait. You want to talk to her about what?
About offloading her stuff.
I thought you were saying we should try and get something else first, build up a rapport. I'm not smart.
Yeah, originally, but, we don't even know how much one of these are worth.
Yeah, exactly. You're pissed, kid. Just fucking rein it in. We're gonna be fine, and we don't need to rush into this.
I need
Gonna
money.
get
I
ourselves-
gotta support a family now, Luther.
You got You got a pouch full of gold. You got more money than you've ever had in your life.
I love her.
He's just pissed.
Yeah, he's pissed. I indulge. It's his birthday though, so I indulge it. You know,
Yeah.
we get more drinks. I think I can drink Pigeon under the table clearly.
Oh yeah.
So I think we go when Pigeon's paralytic, when he's like when it's like a
Yeah.
bad idea for him to have anything else.
He's like laying down, you know. He's
three
like not
three
moving as
drinks
much,
after
yeah.
that is when we leave.
All right, Pigeon, give me a series of con checks.
I just gave you 3.
Hey,
Fuck yeah,
that's pretty good.
That's not bad. He goes
Actually,
long.
Give me another one. All right, go until you fail your third one. You failed 2 so far. Oh my god, fucking killer.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh,
You
sorry, yeah.
finally failed, but it took you a while.
It was a night.
So you guys stay out pretty late. In fact, you stay out not necessarily until the entire bar closes down, but until like you go from the roaring crowd of 150 until it's just like the lushes, the people who are gonna drink until they're kicked out, and the atmosphere's died down. Most of the fireplaces have been put out. Everyone's been kicked out of the top floor and like shuttered down to the bottom floor, and a little gate has been closed on all the staircases. Gate you could hop over, but just socially,
Does Hudson get kicked out from the top floor too?
When
Does she
the
leave?
fires upstairs are being put out, she leaves. Yeah. You guys will be brought down. And I think based on these
Wait,
rolls,
sorry, one
you're-
is she drinking?
no.
Okay.
She has beverages brought to her, but you're pretty certain it's water or like really watered down wine.
Yeah.
It doesn't look to be an intoxicant. But
God, Pigeon
as
rallied.
you're closing this place down, and it's pretty clear that you guys are hanging out, and the wait staff is finding themselves with not much to do because the remaining lushes are just sitting at the bar, and so the waiters and waitresses are just kind of hanging out and chatting and having their own meals and their own drinks. And you all have been tipping
Oh yeah.
Patricia pretty well. And you're the last, real customers left in here at this point. And so she'll come on over to where you are, the party is, and she'll come to your table and be like, is there anything else I can get for you?
I think we're just about done, I'm not sure he can handle any more.
She looks at Pigeon. Is there
He's, like,
anything
kinda
else you
laying
want?
down.
Your
Numbers don't exist, huh?
Yeah.
well, when do you work? Next.
Tomorrow.
I'll be back.
Okay.
He like muddles like,
I love you.
but she would have
As
to
he
make a
sort of-
perception check to hear
He,
it.
he kind of collapses into his head into his arms on the table, and
Yeah.
I sort of like mouth, "I'm sorry" to the girl. I'm
She gives
selling
you the,
Pigeon short on
don't even
purpose.
worry
yeah.
about it.
Yeah. But actually, the lad's got game. He's gonna seal this deal eventually. I'm sure of it.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right then, Pigeon. I don't say that, or I do probably say that because I'm drunk. I say, "Let's get you home." And I put like one of his arms around my neck, and then I like stand up from the chair, and I'm gonna get him out into the street. Hope that the fresh air, the blast of cold air, as we open the door, will like savor him up enough to be able to walk home.
Mm-hmm. Did you bring your priceless ruby with you here today?
No.
It's there's the box that's buried and the other one's buried.
Right. Just wanted to make sure that no one dug anything up and brought it here with us.
Nope.
That would imply that you'd missed an opportunity to grill us about where exactly we buried it, which would seem unlikely.
I feel very called out all of a sudden. Okay, you can make your way home through the city streets back to your home base. All is well. Go to bed. Wake up the next day with a splitting hangover, dry mouth, maybe some heaves, maybe some pukes, and the incapacity that comes with an overindulgence of drinking. Although you're also turning 20, Pigeon, so actually it's not that bad. It's kind of fine.
Oh, then I
Yeah.
say I wake up and I'm actually kind of spry, but Luther.
I'm
You're-
fucked.
yeah,
I'm
you're
really
fucked.
in a bad mood.
We're gonna do it again tonight, right, Luther?
You want to go drinking again?
Yeah, I told her that we'd go back. I think.
I
Maybe we could bring the
I
room.
fumble in my pants, which are like on the floor next to the bed, and I pull out a few silver coins and I hand them to her, and I said, "If we want to go back out, I'm gonna need something to drink before I get up."
Yeah, I'll go out and I'll get
Yeah.
him some beer.
Yeah. You can go out,
Yeah.
grab a
I
little
just,
thing.
you know, you'd have your coffee, but I have a beer in bed, and then I sit up and I have another one, and by then I can probably get myself on 2 legs and get up.
Brings you right back, you know.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, we need to get something to eat.
Yeah.
I check my coin purse.
I got 8 gold right now.
Money.
All right, you're rich. You got any silver?
Yeah, 11.
All right, great. Yeah, it's gonna go. Is there a kebab house around here or what?
No, but there's a little pizza place.
Yeah.
There's a pizza place?
Antonio's.
Okay. I don't know so much about pizza. You know, I like kebabs.
Kebabs are in the Copperheads area, and we ain't going there.
Gotta have kebabs here, surely.
Not in this area.
Nah, they're racist against the Cubans in this area.
Here, come on. Antonio's a really nice guy.
Yeah, fine. Okay. I don't know why you're saying that. When have you ever been? You've only been here like well, I guess maybe it's been a month.
It's been a month.
All right.
Oh, before I went to the Red Lion.
I'm dubious about the pizza. You know, like it's just bread with tomato sauce and cheese on it. Like, why would you even want to eat that? Looks weird. It's like flat. It's a strange shape. And then
Can
the
you roll
pizza
for how
comes
good of
out.
an establishment Antonio's is, Koibu?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
But if you got to think, if this is the first pizza you've ever eaten, it's
That's
gonna
true,
be
but
pretty
it
good.
might. I might have. Yeah, that's true.
I think Luther's never had pizza before, and he's about to
Oh,
have his
shit.
mind blown.
Well, Antonio's is an old shop. It's been here quite some time. And when you go to check it out, it's a little bit. It doesn't look great, you know? The bricks are old, the building's old, the stove is old, the sign out front is probably like 15 years old and it's faded. The person who's running it is a big, heavy-set guy named Antonio and a bunch of other folks around. And it's pretty busy, but they're also like, there's no health and safety inspections going on here. His greasy hair, he's like rubbing his nose and then mixing the sauce with everything. From the outside, this place looks like a dive.
That's
when he brings
that's what
you,
good pizza is. Yeah.
but when he brings you that slice, you realize that all good foods in life are carbs, cheese, and tomato sauce, and that is all the good food in life.
I'm eating it, and I'm impressed by this. I'm shocked actually that it could be so delicious. And I'm looking around. Is this place frequented by maybe? You know, is there people coming from the inner city maybe to go to Antonio's because the pizza's that good and it's like a bit of a, it's a thing.
This place is like 60 years old. You know, Antonio's dad ran this shop.
Yeah, like this is an institution.
It's
Yeah,
probably, I mean,
this place.
all the people in the world probably come here. All the gangsters,
Yeah.
all the nobles. This has got to be the place, right?
This is the place.
This is the spot, man.
This is fucking delicious. My hangover's gone.
I told you.
I feel amazing.
We should wait. Hey, when we get our money, we should maybe invest in this business.
Yeah, you know, do they do them by the whole pizza? Or do you have to just get one slice? Is one slice a pizza?
No. we
Is
can
it like
get
a
whole
pizza?
too.
A pizza? Is that what it means?
Shrug.
I don't know. Antonio,
What?
you
Oh,
sell the
come
whole
on,
pizza, or
Neil.
you just sell by the slice?
Whole pie if you want.
Oh wow, we'll get one whole pie. How much?
Sorry, hang on. Can we this NPC clearly needs an Italian accent, Neil.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
gotta
like
do
there's a lack of
Italian,
there's a lack of effort there.
Hey, you coming to my pizza?
Pigeon, welcome to the shop. Oh,
welcome to Antonio's.
Yeah.
What do you want, huh? Yes, you can buy the whole pie. Obviously. It's
Alright,
best
how
to serve
much?
that way.
Okay,
For
you've
you,
done your best.
5 silver, my friend.
Nice. I give
Accents
him
are not my
5
strong suit.
This guy sounds like he should be making kebabs, not
Yeah,
pizzas.
this guy should be making it. Hey, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's what it
Sorry,
is. He owns
I'm
the
in
music
America. People don't have accents here. It's just a
True.
smattering of everything, you know?
You've all got accents. That's the irony of the.
It's
irony of
true.
it.
We don't have
But they're
accents.
such
Yeah.
a mess, you know?
Okay.
We
Buy a whole
our-
pizza. I give him 5 silver.
Yeah. Here we don't have, everything is made by everyone. You know, you could go to a Japanese restaurant and it's staffed by Koreans and Mexicans, or you can go to an Italian restaurant and it's like, you know, Guatemalans and
Yeah.
Nigerians. You know, we don't have the associations you do.
What do we gotta do? I mean, I guess we go back to the bar. But do you want to try and steal something else? Maybe we should try and hit one of these names in the book and see if they've got like a rich house so that we can just steal a few art objects
Let's today when we get our pizza, let's take the pizza and we'll walk around with our box like savages. We'll eat our slices and we'll go and scope out the areas, you know, to see if either of like any of the names in the house or in the book are like a really nice house, and just like see what's around.
Yeah.
You can get to the streets where these houses are because you've got addresses. You don't know what number they are, but you know the name and you know the street.
I'm gonna look out for markings on the houses.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I'm gonna do this is because we've seen the markings in the book and we've seen markings before on weird doors and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give a very good keen eye for like hidden markings. You know how like I think there's like the thing where homeless people would like mark like safe
Hobo
houses
signs.
Yeah, I'm gonna look out for hobo signs basically.
Yeah. Now, the one thing before we get too deep into this is that you'll recognize, because Luther, you've got extensive knowledge of the city, right? You have a local history proficiency.
I do.
These streets are all in Copperhead territory. So you got to go to the other side of the city. Not a problem. You can walk to the other side of the city. Yeah. I just don't know how comfortable you are walking around Copperhead territory.
Like, I think not that comfortable at all,
Yeah,
right?
I actually think so too. Yeah, we start getting there and we're realizing where we're going.
Well, no, because I would know. I would know that they're in Copperhead
that's
territory. Yeah, so I don't think that we say that then.
You wanna
So I guess we've got
disguise
two options. Yeah, we could disguise ourselves. It's a good point.
Let's pay some money Let's pay some money and get a disguise, and then when we go to Copperhead territory, we'll have like our disguise.
Yeah, okay. If I wanted to buy disguises and like a makeup kit, Neil, how much would that cost me?
You're not trying to do a fancy disguise, right? You're just doing generalized.
Yeah, just like look like different people.
Yeah, so why don't we just buy you just an extra set of clothes? It'll probably cost you a few $100 to do that, to outfit you both in something useful. So shell out like 3 gold.
I'll take it off mine, Nick.
Okay, I'm listing this as disguise common clothes.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah. Okay. And does that come with the makeup and stuff as well?
No, makeup is actually expensive.
Okay, let's
makeup
sack that
kits
off
are yeah. That's a rich person thing in this day and age.
Okay. So we've got like a hat that's gonna cover Pigeon's bald head and his eyes and whatever. And then I guess we
Some
can
burlap
maybe
cloaks, yeah, with all the rage.
head to this area.
Excellent. Yep. And you can walk up and down these streets, scoping things out. Are you looking for any of these? You don't know the numbers next to them, but they all have 4 digits.
Oh god, so it's like super massive long streets.
I'm sorry, the number of money that they owe is all in 4 digits.
Oh.
The housing numbers are actually also probably 4 digits as well.
I would say that's probably quite unlikely. Just like in like London or in like old cities, there's never like big long straight roads with like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of addresses on them. They're like wiggledy-piggledy, so any one road probably not gonna have like thousands of numbers on it. Like whereas in like San Francisco, it's like one giant road that goes through the whole city,
Yeah, because we'll have like 25th Street, and so your address would be like 2567, and the 67 is what your address is, but it's off of 25th, and so it'd be like 2567, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it is like that then, but it's usually
but they're probably not
be
numbered streets here.
no,
right?
no.
Yeah.
But if it's going to be that many small, twisty, windy streets, you couldn't possibly know all their names.
No,
right?
yeah, probably not. But I might know that. Oh, I think I won't know necessarily where it is, but I think that's in the Copperhead area.
Got it.
Like I might know that, but I'm not gonna say I can.
And then when we're in the
immediately know where
Copperhead
they are.
area, we could be like, hey, where's like Bloor Street?
Oh, we
You
could
know?
just walk around and find it.
Yeah, but it's also a pretty common thing just to ask where small things are. People are always happy to give out directions. To the kids watching this, you live in the age of GPS, but before GPS, we would just ask people for directions, and everyone just gave directions all the time to random people. Someone would walk by and say, "Hey, where's blah blah blah?" And you
Somebody asked me for directions yesterday, so
yeah,
yeah,
but
happens.
it happens. It used to be more common, and more common the further back in history you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so who are
So,
we
yeah.
looking for? There's Luca,
wait.
Moxie, Sage, and Drax are the 4 people that have 4 digits in the ode column. For
4
sure.
digits is likely to be copper or gold. Does it say GP or CP after it?
SP.
Silver.
Silver.
So they're thousands of silver.
They have thousands of silver. That's hundreds of gold.
Yeah. Okay. So
These are the marks you're looking for, right?
Yeah. All right. So these streets are all of them to a last like fancy, or are they not fancy?
Yeah, we'll go up and down all 4 of those streets. Which one's like a fancy street?
Yeah.
Because we're also looking for art objects, I think, that to fence off or something like that.
So none of them are fancy.
Got it.
None of them are like super nice. At best, they are lower middle class. You know, someone who might be a butcher or doing some like semi-skilled labor. Not like a fancy blacksmith, but a butcher or a carpenter. You know, skilled labor, but on the easier side of skilled labor.
So, of these 4 streets, are they all totally residential, or is there some small businesses on some of these streets?
The businesses and residents are highly intermixed all over the place. There's no regulation for no building codes, no districting going on here. Not anymore. Not since the fall of the city.
We could go and ask one of the businesses where like Drax lives.
Luther, why don't we just leave these people alone and go? I thought they'd be like rich or something.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
not
what do you
gonna
want to
be
do
able to-
next?
We're not going to be able to like fence their silver.
That's
Maybe
true.
we should go, I don't know, to one of the richer areas of the outer city and break in and steal some stuff. And then we can start building up our rapport with the fence.
Okay. Yeah. Let's just wander then into a new area.
Yeah.
Like maybe, the outskirts of the Demon Slayers area.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can't find like a nice street where there's some nice houses.
Yeah, if we just want to scope a place out and look for crime to do, that's easy. Yeah, that's super easy. That's the easiest thing around.
But we specifically want we want things that we would need to fence. So gems or art objects rather than just coins.
So I think our
Right.
goal is like nice house.
Yeah.
Well,
I might have like a vase or whatever.
so we generally have 4 levels of wealth, right? There's squalid, poor, middle class, and wealthy. The squalid people don't have shit. The poor people don't have shit. The middle class people have some coinage and maybe some pieces of art that are interesting, but they're also like not fancy enough to really sell. The wealthy people are going to have the things that you might need to fence from one place to another. The problem is that the wealthy people also have like nice locks and possibly guards or just people to keep an eye out for things. The folks that you're looking to rob are going to be the ones that have things to steal and thus are actively defending their possessions in this place, in this.
What I think the happy medium that we're gonna have to come to is like we're gonna watch people maybe who go inside the inner city to be like servants, like the other lady,
Mm-hmm.
and they're more likely to have something that their mistress, this painting's out of vogue. I don't like it anymore. We need it out. Blah blah blah. So I think that's the way I would go, Nick. Unless you want to go and maybe.
Oh, it
try
worked
and-
last time. Yeah. If you think we can pull that off again.
Okay.
So yeah,
Great.
today we'll wait and watch at the Demon Slayer, the Redcoats area, for people coming out of the inner city.
Pick
and
one.
then maybe
Demon
you can
coats, Demon Slayers, or Red Coats.
Demon Slayers.
Yeah, we'll do Demon Slayers this time.
Okay. And we're gonna just watch the gates for servants leaving at the end of the day, and follow some home, see what's up.
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. And are we just gonna do this day by day, or do you want to say like we'll take the best of your findings after a week?
I think we can spend a week looking for the best mark. Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we'll spend a week looking
That's
for
fine.
the best
And I
mark.
think we probably spend the evenings in that tavern.
Yeah, I was about to say, Pigeon goes back to the tavern, and we're going to be spending... He's not going to be tipping gold again, because obviously we can't afford that. But
Oh,
I would say
what?
we should probably sell out or shell out like an additional like 2 or 3 gold for the week because we're going in, we're buying extra drinks, we are living a higher class lifestyle than we originally
Well, yeah,
thought.
feel free to. I'll spend 1. You can spend 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
Since it's
Well,
your
we'll
romantic
see
endeavors.
how this goes. We're gonna actually play a little bit of this out because the next day that you go back, Patricia is again. She's working and she's busy. She's bussing tables, but she remembers you when she comes by. Says, "Hey, how you doing again?"
I'm doing good.
Same as last time.
Yeah.
2 pints, 2 shots.
Yes, please.
Alrighty. And it'll be similar as before. You know, she comes quickly with the drinks, says some nice things,
And her
heads
gold.
off. Today is a slower day than the last one. It's the middle of the week, and people are, leaving a little bit early, and so you're not quite as pissed when the place begins to die down a little bit.
The first time when she
And-
came, I do hand her a gold piece. Just wanted to make it known.
Okay. And it's one of these beginning to die down, but things are still going on, but she's got like a bit of a break. Someone else is covering her tables and she's taken a moment. And she'll come on over to the table. This is not it. Where's the appropriate? Here we go. She'll come on over towards your table, nearing the end of the evening. Different band is playing, a lot more low key. And she'll plop down in the chair at your table with the two of you, with a round of shots, and set them down at the table, waving a hand on me.
Oh, wow.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And then she will pop her shoes up onto your chair, Pigeon,
What a
and
woman.
look at you and go, would you mind taking these off and giving me, my feet are so tired. I've been working so hard.
Oh, of course.
And Vision will dexterously untie the shoes.
I look shocked, and I stand up, stuttering, and go, I'm going to get some air, and head out.
Okay.
Take her shoes off.
Yep. She'll plop her feet in your lap and be like, I've been walking for days. They're just so tired. They're so sore.
Yes, ma'am.
And he'll give her a foot rub.
Yep. And she'll sit there and she'll just sip her shot. And
Tell me a little bit about
Yourself,
yourself.
and then they'll do that, I assume.
yeah, I mean, she'll make some light conversation, but her stories are pretty dismissive. She's really tired. It's been a really long week for her. This is her last day. She's off tomorrow.
Nice.
She's just a local here in the city, working at this tavern for a long time. Nothing big. And she'll do lots of like sitting in silence, and if you try to poke her to talk, a little bit story here, and then she'll prompt
He'll
you
kind
with
of like
something.
pick up on that, and then he'll just like start
Yeah.
telling her about himself.
Yeah.
He lives near the Redcoats area. They have a really nice house. He just like he also like lies, and he's tipping her a gold coin almost every single day. So he's doing the, I'm actually somebody. Me and my uncle, we work together, and we recently came into some money, and we're really good at. I'm a really good locksmith, and blah blah blah.
Oh, you're a locksmith, she says, like taking an interest in something you've said for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Do you make locks?
Oh, I make them. I tinker with them. And yeah, I've done that forever.
Wow. That's pretty interesting. What'd you say your name was?
Oh, my name's Pigeon.
That's what I thought. Just didn't want to make sure I didn't get it wrong.
Yeah, thank you.
What are you doing all of this, Luther?
I just, I go out for a cigarette, but there's no cigarettes. But I go out. I just go outside and get some fresh air. Like do once
There's
around the block or
cigarettes.
something.
There's tobacco.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I go for a smoke then outside.
Yeah.
Oh, do you
come
have a
back-
pipe? You got
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Nice.
got a pipe.
You come back. Her feet are still propped up in his lap. Someone else has come by, one of the other staff, and she's just talking with a staff member while Pigeon is working.
I think I go to the bar to go and get the next drinks, and I'm like looking over my shoulder as I'm at the bar, trying to see what's going on. I'm kind of shocked, really.
What's your favorite, piece of jewelry?
with the color of my hair and my complexion, I like long, stringy bits of gold. You know, like little candelabras hanging off my ears.
Oh wow, that looks so beautiful on you.
Well, it fits my style.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
This
This is
is
sort of
talked
the-
about his mom.
Eventually, I guess I have to come back to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
with
gonna
the
kick it
drinks.
for like half an hour here with him, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I come back to the table. I put the 2 drinks down. And I say, "Oh, should I have got 3?"
Oh, it's fine. She can have mine. Here.
Take his
Do you know
drink.
what? You guys take mine. I'll go and get another one.
Oh, thank you, Luther.
Yeah, I just don't know what to make of it. Because I feel like
sure
Luther
either,
maybe would have thought that she was out of his league, and she's a more appropriate age for him. So he's kind of shocked that Pigeon's pulled this off, or seems to be even getting close to pulling it off. So eventually come back down with a 3rd drink, and we'll like sit down on the chair, kind of just watch.
So you're Pigeon's uncle, she'll say.
That's right. Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh, not much.
Really?
or there,
you
you
must
know,
just be
like-
living off the Pigeon's hard work then.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, Luther. You're a learned man. You know how to read.
Well, that is true. I do know how to read. I don't know.
I hear Pigeon's quite
I'm
the
not-
prodigy.
Yeah, I guess he is. He's good with his hands.
I'll say.
I know how to walk on a tightrope.
Yeah, wasted this kid. He should have been in this circus.
Mom said the circus is only for freaks, and I'm not a freak.
Yeah, she did say that.
She coughs.
No son of mine will work in the circus, is what she said.
Sounds like
So,
a real good ma.
Patricia, you done? This your last day? I heard you say you're off from tomorrow.
Yep, off tomorrow.
What are you
Good
doing your
day
days
rest. I like to head to the baths, get a nice long soak, wash my hair, clean up real good, just float in the hot water.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Oh, wow, that sounds wonderful.
All the really good baths though are over in the Temple Guardians area.
All right.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had perfumes and spices and scents to the baths there. Leftovers from holy rites. The
You
nice
worship
stuff.
the gods?
I think the gods play a significant factor in our lives, but I wouldn't say I worship. What about you?
Never did anything for me.
Pigeon kind of shrugs.
Well, my mom always worshipped Jexel, but I think that's just because she wanted bad things on my dad.
Your mum had a tough time, that's all. Nothing wrong with wishing for a bit of luck from time to time.
Well, I think this is sufficiently the vibe of the evening. And if you continue to come back, we can dig a little bit more into
Yeah.
it. But
Let's leave
I
her
don't know
there.
what to
Okay.
make of her though. Interesting.
Maybe she's just sick of all the fucking same locals and drunks in the pub every night, and she's just interested to talk to someone new. But the fact that she only picked you up when you said you were into locks is odd. I mean, this is a
It is
thieves
odd,
bar,
yeah.
so it's not unlikely that she's.
They might want to
yeah.
hire me for.
And she seemed to know who Hudson was and
Yeah.
had a reverence for her beyond just like, oh, she's someone who's important at the bar.
Yeah,
You know,
interesting.
so I think maybe she's in with the pitman.
That'd be cool.
So
We're staking out the Demon Slayers area now.
yeah, we're looking for
Excellent.
servants. Yeah.
Looking for servants. Okay. Mr. Moon, you love dice. Give me a D100. Actually,
You
you
sure you don't
spend
want
a
to go,
week
Nick?
doing this. Give me 3
I'll do
D100s.
it, yeah. I'll do it. I've got you
Alright.
3 D100s. No, I'm going to roll them one at a time, Neil, because
Please
what's
do.
life without a bit of theatre, you know?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Looking at
58,
58 there. That's a good start because next
Good.
is okay.
46.
Okay. It's Listen, I peaked at 58 and it was downhill from there. I think we all knew that 58 was a bit too much to expect.
All right.
I got a good one in the chamber for the future, though.
Okay.
Okay. With a 58, you can spot some servants that might, there's something in the way that they walk that tells you there's something, they might have some money. They've got this, it's not a trudge, it's not a walk, it's more of like a glide through the city. They're not displaying a huge amount of wealth. They've got like pretty standard servants' clothes on, but just the posture that they have reminds you of like really fancy noble ladies who move across the floor like really elegantly. Have you seen any of those like Slavic dancers with the really long dresses so you can't see their feet move and they just look like they're hovering? She's got like a glide like that. I mean, you can see the footfalls and there's an ever so slight bounce to her, but real smooth. That's the sign of someone who works in a really fancy household. Or someone who's really well trained as a servant.
Can we take like a 2-minute break? I gotta go unlock a door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Be right back.
There's something unsettling about the fact that we're just like preying on young, defenseless women. I'm like stalking them for a week, finding out when they're vulnerable alone.
Yeah, well, that we're hardly heroes in this campaign.
That's true. Yeah.
Maybe
is it too dangerous to like? I'm now realizing that another option for stealing would be like a jewelry store or something like that. But maybe that's like too well defended to be.
Yeah, those places are all going to have like armed and armored bodyguards who have who are ready to pounce on anyone at any given moment.
And they can kind of like wear their armor in the city because that's their role.
That's their role. And they'll be in the shop. So they're not like walking around in their armor, but they'll be, if you were to go to such a place, you would expect to be in mortal danger if you tried to do anything and that people would have close eyes on you.
You'd be, just to clarify that, you would be killed for attempting to steal. Or like at least you could be.
Yes. It's a lethal situation.
Yeah.
Has the potential to be lethal, I should say.
Like if you're in a store with a guard with a sword and you try and steal, your life is forfeit.
Yes. They will try to stop you, and the only means they have to stop you is hitting you with their sword.
It's wild to me, in America when like people get shot by the police for running away for stuff that shouldn't be worth getting shot over, But it's like, well, I'm not going to just let you get away. So anyway, we've limited time.
That's how this place is. It's a different time, different day and age.
Yeah, it's like America. Okay.
At least there are schools.
It's actually less dangerous because the general population aren't armed. Anyway, so we follow this lady home. We spy on her.
Okay. Well, she glides her way home. She lives.
This would also be like. What day would this be? Are we doing this after a week of looking?
Yeah, give me a 2d4.
Fourth day. Or Sunday.
Sunday, the 28th of February. Last day of February, right before the new moon in March. We are in the dead of winter. There are no stars in the sky whatsoever.
So once she gets home, what's the situation with family? Like, who greets her at the door? Does she open the door herself?
She gets to a house where the door is already open, and there's an elderly couple out on the front stoop watching some children. And they'll greet the woman, give her a hug, welcome her into the house, but then they hang outside with the kids, keeping an eye on them. Multi-generational family home, it looks like. It's a 3-story building. Little, set of steps that goes up to the... Would you say?
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah, it's real lovely. They've got flowers on the second and third floors. There's little balconies out there with windowsill pots. Not windowsill, but
I can literally picture it. There's houses like that near me. I can picture it now.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Does the second floor have like a door? Like to the balcony?
Yeah. And so does the third.
I kind of I point to Luther.
You see the doors?
Yeah.
That's
Now-
our entrance.
The problem with this house is, unlike the last one, which was on a side street, this is on one of the main roads. It's on this golden ring road right here, right at the edge, like in that zone where the Demon Slayer territory is like ending, like the area that they actively, sorry, not, it's well within Demon Slayer territory, but on the like the green economic zone where everything is sort of free. It's right at the edge of that economic green zone.
Okay.
But you said the balconies, they're not all on the front of the house. Some of them might be on the side or the back of the house.
There could be balconies on the back of the house, but what you've seen so far is the front, which looks out onto this ring road.
I'll do a once over around the building.
Yeah, what I would like to do is watch the house for at least a day. I don't know if you think that's superfluous, Moot, but I feel like that's smart, just to try and
No, I
determine
think
who
that's
lives
smart.
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Well, this is a larger apartment building, and so it shares walls on the left side and the right side with other similarly constructed things. You can make your way around to the back side of this, and there is like one large enclosed garden that covers like 6 of these apartments that are all together on one building with a fence that's all grown over and kind of fallen into disrepair. Like someone hasn't trimmed the
Perfect.
trees and the bushes fairly recently. There is a gate on the backside that goes into this garden, but the bushes and vines and trees are so overgrown that like no one's used this gate in ages, and you'd actually have to trim the bushes to get the gate to open. But you could maybe
Okay.
scale the mess
Yeah.
of trees and brambles and bushes.
Quite easily, I would imagine.
Quite easily.
Yeah, like a little
It'd be
amount of
uncomfortable.
overgrowth is really easy. A certain amount of overgrowth is just awkward to climb into because you have to like reach through the bushes to grab things, and it's kind of pokey and it's a mess, and you have to like go backwards and out and over. Like doable, but awkward. I would actually give you like a minus 15 on your climb walls check to clear these awkward brambly bushes and trees.
Minus
Just-
15.
As an
Yeah.
aside, there's
Oh,
this guy I
percent.
watch on YouTube who does these like videos where he tries to walk across countries in a straight line, in an exact straight line. So he's like walking across Wales in an exact straight line and ends up having to walk through like what you've just described, like huge overgrowth and brambles. Like usually any normal person would like go around them, but he's got to go through them, and it does look literally like hell on earth.
What if he hits like a house that has like a brick wall? Like, does he just like go through, like over
He-
the house?
He
Climb out?
uses Google Maps to plot a path
Got it.
beforehand, but he does end up having to go through like some people's gardens sometimes, and
Yeah.
there's a bit of jeopardy there. Run away from some farmers.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The things people do. Fun.
Well, yeah, and money.
Ah.
Got made him big on YouTube. Yeah. Well, that sounds perfect. We can get into that back garden. And try and get. Well, what's the back of the house look like? I mean, is there balconies on the back
Yeah,
of the house?
it looks like a similar pattern on the front and back. Multiple balconies, maybe a little, actually a bit wider on the back that would look down into this huge garden that spans 6 apartments. It doesn't look like there's fences in between them from what you can see, what little glimpses you can get. It just looks like one big open backyard area. In your mind, you're imagining there's like a fountain or a well back here that would be jointly operated by everyone in this building.
So this is like an apartment building, not like a single family home connected to other buildings.
Right, it's one big block that's divided up into 6 individual 3-story units.
Got it. So we might have to be like super quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It'll alert
brick,
the other.
so I don't know how well sound travels through brick.
Well, I can hear my fucking neighbor's television, so
Oh, really? Through brick?
yeah, yeah.
Jeez.
I think maybe we should try and watch the back of the houses tonight, and maybe even try and start working away with daggers, trying to free open the gate.
Yeah. We'll wait
Yeah.
for nightfall and we'll try that out.
So, like, I'm gonna watch for things like, do they use the balcony at the back of the house here? Like, do we see anyone come out on that balcony over the course of this night? Is there anyone looking out on these balconies, or you know?
Yeah, if you're waiting into the night, not just, as the sun goes down, but afterwards.
Yeah.
You'll see lights on in the houses, and you will see some of these balconies on the 3rd floor. Some people come out. There's a a young couple who comes out onto a balcony.
Smooching.
Yeah, they've got like some candles. It must be a special special day because they've got like those really long, tall candles that they'll burn while they have like a really nice, well-prepared meal with some nice glasses and wine. Like, this is probably the nicest stuff they own, and you wouldn't bother stealing it unless you were actually just trying to furnish your own house. And they have like a really cute, romantic dinner up on the upper balcony, and another house over there on the second balcony.
Wait, I elbow. Pigeon, so that'll be you and Patricia soon.
Oh yeah, we might need to get some actual glassware then, huh?
We're gonna have to get a bigger house if we're gonna have to move in some kids.
Oh my goodness. How am I gonna support them?
We'll keep an eye on. We need to make this work. Yeah, go on. Sorry, Neil, to interrupt you.
Oh, that was great. One of the second story balconies has a whole bunch of kids that just get shoved out on the 3x2 or 4x2 foot balcony by the parents, and they just like put the 3 kids out there and shut the door and leave them outside for a while.
What I'm thinking is
playing out there, yelling.
How deep is the overgrowth here? Like, if we were to leap from the balcony into the garden, would we be okay?
Well, the
tumbling, right?
garden stretches out like 20 feet from the back of the building. And then the overgrowth goes up about 10 feet, 11 feet. So you'd have to jump from like the rooftops or from the edge to hit any of this overgrowth. And then if you did...
There's like a patio, is there? Something
yeah. I'm going to do a quick doodle.
I also want to ask this while you doodle. Is there a chimney?
Many.
Do you think I could get a 50-foot... Like, I have a lasso proficiency and a rope use proficiency. Is there a way that I can, like, throw my lasso up to a chimney, hook it, and then use that to climb up?
Yeah. You would need a grappling hook attached to it. Or actually, with a lasso? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I have rope use and a lasso proficiency, so...
It's just the third story is kind of a high place to toss something. Yeah. In theory, you could do it, especially if you were...
Maybe like a roll to hit?
Yeah. I'll figure out the exact roll when I'm done with the doodle, but yes, the theory is sound. So if we look down here in this corner... over here is the front side of the buildings on the top. This is the little garden in the back. The blue is the fence. The green is the foliage. So the depth here is like 20 feet, and the buildings are maybe, I don't know, 60 feet deep. So this is definitely not to scale. But this foliage grows up like 10 to 15 feet in different places. So if you were on the rooftops, you'd be 15 feet above it.
Yeah.
I point to the...
40 to 25 feet above it. And so you might be able to like leap and land way the fuck over here. Or if you're on the sides of the building, it would be an easy thing to jump down onto this. Or
sorry, I'm not understanding. If I'm on the second floor balcony in the middle house,
oh yeah,
why can't I just jump off the balcony and land in the middle of the overgrowth?
Because the overgrowth is 20 feet away. What
do you mean it's 20 feet away?
Like, this is a big open garden, and the overgrowth is along the fence line. But there's still like open space in the garden.
Oh, I thought you said that. Oh, so it's not like the whole garden is overgrown.
Yeah. No, it's the fence is overgrown along the backside. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Point up to the chimney.
Luther, I think I could throw my lasso up there, and then we could just climb the building like that.
Yeah, would work. Get in through one of the balconies.
Get in through the balcony and then go down floor by floor. They're probably sleeping on the top floor anyways.
Yeah. That lock on the balcony is not going to be hard to pick, surely.
Are there shutters on the windows, Neil?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the windows
I'll pull out a lockpick tool. I assume that it's one of the little ones that has like the...
latch.
Yeah, the little latch.
I can use this to open the latch.
All right. Well, you want to do it tonight?
Look around. What's the moon?
Tomorrow night is going to be a new moon, so today is one of the darkest nights there is.
Perfect.
Go tomorrow.
Let's do it tonight then.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for the candles to go out and the lights to kind of dim down. We'll probably wait till like 2 or 3 a.m. when everybody's, actually asleep. And we'll go in.
Okay. So the range on a lasso is 10, 20, 30 feet. At 30 feet, you have a -5 to hit.
Yep.
I
I have a
guess-
+5 to hit from 3 is
Dex
from
level.
just my dex,
Mhm.
and then the other +2 is
Oh, it's from the rope
lasso
use?
proficiency. Yeah, it's from the rope use
Perfect.
proficiency. So it'll be at a -1 or a +1.
It's not bad.
Right. Now,
What's the AC? of
30
the chimney?
feet would get you to the rooftop. The chimney is going to be a little bit beyond and a little bit above. So what you're really going to need if you want to get the lasso onto something is maybe to be on the roof of the next building over.
Easy. Yeah. I can
Yeah.
Do that.
If you could get onto the roof of the next building over, it would be only like a 15-foot toss to a chimney, maybe a 20-foot toss to a chimney. Now that would be medium range and
Yeah.
ACE.
But then,
Eight.
hang on. But wouldn't doing that mean that we'd be climbing the front of the building on the main road?
It would mean climbing just a different next door building. Like there's a little street that runs between it, and so it would be
Okay.
climbing this building, going along the rooftops, and then lassoing over.
And this is the main road.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
All right. I'll find the best spot for whatever building it is.
Yeah.
And then climb up.
So I wait in this alleyway then.
Yep.
Yeah, and the
I'll pull
building
rope down for you.
next door isn't at all like this one. The building next door doesn't have this garden thing. It's a series of, just buildings stacked next to one another without any backyard or semblance of well, water, or communal space whatsoever. So it'll be a simple
that-
thing to climb the building.
Does that mean that this just leads into the alleyway?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will.
No bonus or penalty on your climb check here.
22.
Easy peasy. You scamper up the side of a building, hop onto one of these tiled roofs, whip out that lasso, and you're gonna
give
succeed
you-
eventually. But
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a hide check because I want to do it like stealthily. Or is that a move silently check? Which one would you like? Probably move silently.
you want to climb quietly?
I want to
Or-
scamper across the building
Wait,
silently.
wait. I've just realized that we've not got any weapons on us right now.
I
It
do.
needs weapons.
What do you have on you?
My daggers.
Guess I've got a
I
dagger
can
on
give
me.
you a throwing dagger if you'd like.
No, I guess I've got a dagger on me, I suppose.
We planned kind of for this, and I think it's easy enough to conceal our daggers again.
I've
since
not
we
got
have
my
the
short sword
overcoat.
though.
Well, you're
Or
wearing
my
your
armor
loose
on.
clothing, right? You're wearing the
Yeah, so I've
clothing
just
of
got a
role
dagger.
players. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just give you a move silently check because I want to move extra silently. There you go.
Natural 20. You're very quiet.
And I am going over to the building. I'm throwing my lasso to the next chimney.
Yeah.
And here is the roll. This is +5 because of my things, so 14.
Yeah, and you have a -3 for medium range. I'm
then
sorry,
12.
-2 for medium range. So 12 is a hit. You easily lasso the chimney. You can pull the lasso nice and tight. And hey, you can attach the other end to the chimney over here. And you've just got a tightrope.
Oh, but I need to climb up.
Yeah,
well,
the issue is I was gonna. I think
you can just drop the rope
I'm just
down
gonna
and
drop
let
the
it
rope.
hang.
I'm gonna climb
Yeah,
down.
that's what I'm
and
thinking,
then
yeah.
we're both gonna climb up. Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Give me climb checks. You got like +50% because of blah blah blah. Just don't roll like a piece of shit.
Okay.
By 50% under this system, I actually mean rope and wall is +11. So that's a 26 and a 33. Easy peasy. You scamper those walls so fast.
I take my rope back.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna
All right.
switch up the music a little bit because now we're in criminal mastermind mode.
Luther, can you listen for anything going on down there?
Yeah.
We'll both
Going
give
on
an
down
eavesdrop
where?
check.
Mhm.
Then we
Down
want to
on the
walk across
road.
the roof to get to the building that we're hitting.
We're already at that building.
So which building is the one that we're hitting? This one or this one?
You're hitting this one right here.
Sorry, I was confused.
This
So we
one,
gotta
yeah.
go a few buildings over. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, so we crossed the roof to this building. So now I think we're like, yeah, like we're standing on the edge of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'd lie down on the roof. Is the roof flat or is it like pointed
It said it was
tiles?
Slanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, slanted tile roofs.
I carefully get down on my knees and lie down on the roof and hang
I'll kind of hold
just my head like over the edge here and try and
Mhm.
like eavesdrop down into like the top floor windows.
Totally. Give me an eavesdrop check.
26.
Fucking great. Super quiet. Not a sound.
I give a thumbs up to Pigeon as I pull myself back to my feet.
Let me help you down.
Right.
Then I'll help you climb down. And
Yeah.
I'll climb down after you with help.
Easy peasy. Yep, you can lower him down, then he'll catch your feet and drop you down nice and silently. And the party's standing on this balcony, 3rd floor.
It's gonna be
There's
pitch
a door
black.
before you.
We've got no light.
We need to get one of those light rings.
or those light stones. I will look at the door and then I'll look for the shutters.
There are windows on either side that are shuttered. Yep.
I will try and unlatch the shutters with one of my lockpicking tools.
Yeah, and your lockpicking is super fucking good, so this will
16,
take you
yeah.
less than a minute to do. It'll be just a quick do, and then it's open.
So I unlatch it and then I will silently, hopefully, open the shutters.
Mm-hmm. The
And
shutter's
I look,
open.
Is there glass or can we just go in?
No, there's no glass. You can just walk right in. You can just step through the window. These
I'll
fools.
Yeah,
These
idiots.
fools.
And then I will silently step through the window.
Luther, do you follow?
I draw my dagger and I step in.
Party's inside. It's dark. It's a moonless night. There's no
pull my
vision to be
dagger out.
had.
Is there the remnants of a fire or something like glowing down a corridor or something like that? Is that, or is it pitch black?
This room you find yourself in is, well, it has been converted into a bedroom from whatever its original purpose is. And there in the bed, you can see the rough outline of a shape in the middle of the bed. Maybe it's 2 people close together. Maybe it's just 1 person. It's too hard to tell in the darkness. There are candles on either side of the night, on either end of the bed, but they're out.
Okay.
There is a fireplace in this room, but we're February. Yeah, there are some very light embers that are.
So there's
giving
a
just tiny glow.
slight glow, which is how I'm seeing the candles. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think what we need to do is get the candle and get out of this room into the hallway as quietly as possible, and then I can light the candle.
Okay.
So we need to be uber careful here that we're not walking into something on the floor that we can't
Pigeon
see.
is like following you at this point, so
Yeah.
we're not talking. You're just gonna take the lead, and I'm gonna follow you because you're the first one in.
Okay.
So I'm just
we're
going
gonna
as
need
quietly
move
as possible.
Silently. I'm gonna give you environmental modifiers and for what your role will be, and then it is opposed by whoever might be around. So because these are wooden floorboards, you have a penalty of 2, and because it is pin drop silence in the middle of the night, you have a -4. So you have a total of -6 in this move
Yes.
silently situation.
But they may have some perception penalties for accounting for the fact that they're asleep.
Yep.
Yes, if they're asleep, they use half their perception score when they
Here's
make their check.
my move silently. We're rolling like gods today, Nick.
Another natural 20.
Oops.
Okay, that's all right.
So yours is a total of a 10. They get their to roll. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
means there's 2 of them. He said they.
Yeah.
We got them.
They is also singular in the modern age. Sir.
Sure.
Sir. Ma'am.
Right.
Envy.
We're not in the modern age, are we?
True.
You're killing me, Neil. Do they wake up?
I'm reading the. Yes. As you begin to walk by, Pigeon makes through no problem. Luther stops to grab the candle off the table, and as you grab the candle, you don't quite pick it up perfectly straightforward, and one of the edges of the candle like bumps against the wall and makes like a thump sort of noise, quite a bit louder than you would have expected. You rolled a 5, and you had penalty. It's not great. It makes a nice thump, and someone in the bed rolls over and begins to stir. Cover that like
If
knife
they just-
to the.
I put the knife to the throat.
No, you're already out, right? Or not? I mean, I
No,
think
I'm
if they're
following
only
behind you,
if they're
you go
staring,
for
I
the
think we can
candle.
just leave.
No, you just cover them. They're not gonna scream. That's what I did. So
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
You put the knife to the throat, and there's some muttering, some sort of like, "What do you want?" They
I
appear
cover
not
their
to
mouth. I
realize
cover
that
their-
you have a knife to their throat.
sorry, I cover their mouth, and I kind of like
Ooh.
drag them out of the bed.
Oh, yep. All right, we're already
Okay,
here.
now they're awake.
Okay,
Is there
they
somebody
are
else in the
awake.
bed?
No, it's just one person.
Okay, good.
You pull someone out of the bed. They begin to panic, and then their panic turns into a freeze as you cover their mouth and
I light
knife
my
to their
candle.
throat.
I take out my tinderbox and light the candle.
We're not gonna hurt you. Just stay quiet and no one will get hurt, okay?
Yes, this is where the spinster aunt lives. This is her room up here on the top floor by herself.
Shit,
Eyes
she's not gonna have
wide.
anything.
She's not, but the other people will.
Yeah, but we can't leave her or she's going to scream.
She's hearing this. Any conversation you have, she will hear, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, listen.
I say, give it to me. And I grab her by the scruff of whatever clothes she's wearing. And I say, we're looking for jewels, jewelry, silks.
Art.
Where is it?
My brother, second floor.
Sorry, we're on the second floor. We're on the third floor.
Third floor, yeah.
Sorry, third floor is U.S. UK floor differences.
True.
I don't
So
even know
sorry.
what I'm meant to believe at this point. The whole thing just confuses me now. But whatever.
She's
okay,
on
I
the
understand.
top. She wants to go to the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, I thought I understood, but I didn't.
Two people
dear.
separated by a common language.
I say, all right, I think maybe you should go and try and find the stuff, and I'll keep hold of her.
Alright. Where's it at on the second floor? We're not gonna kill anyone. But if you make it hard, I will.
What do you want?
We want your jewels, your gems, and your art.
Well, no one has any jewels or gems.
What do you
What do you
have?
There might be some coins, some,
What about the girl who works in the inner city? Who's that?
That's my brother's wife.
I bet she's got some good stuff.
Not that she's shown off.
Mhm.
I'll whisper in Luther's ear.
Can you knock her out?
We're just poor people. We don't have anything.
Okay, Neil.
But whatever we
I'm
have is
gonna
on the
knock
middle
her.
floor.
I want to knock her out.
You rolled a hit.
Can I sap her?
Can you just
Yeah.
like choke her out?
Can I choke her out? Yeah. I don't know. That might kill her.
That might kill her. That's
Yeah.
You never know.
Blunt trauma it's easier, isn't it? It's safer.
It is easier, but how do you? What if you don't do it hard enough? That's the scare. It's just like, oh, you hit me. Ah!
A sap is a leather bag filled with sand or lead shot used to render an unsuspecting victim unconscious. Only effective when used against opponents, blah, 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 blah. To go for an instant knockout, the user must make a called shot against the target's head. 5% chance per point of damage that the victim's knocked out for 3d10 rounds. Blah, 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 blah. And a sap has a damage roll, which is all temporary other than the knockout chance of... Of D2? Seriously? So you only have a 5 to 10%
This is a
chance of knocking
sneak-
someone out? This is a dumb
Sneak.
rule.
It's a sneak attack, right? So you'd get a multiplier on that.
Oh, you'd get your sure,
The
but
thieves'
even
skill, yeah.
then, like it's a D2 times some damage. That's not a great way of knocking someone out.
No, it's not. But if you've got like ×4 sneak attack, so you're doing 4d2.
Yeah, but you don't get ×4 sneak attack until you're like level 9. It's still sort of
Yeah,
sad.
but loads of stuff in the books like that. It's like, well, imagine that Dave is a level 15th sorcerer.
It's true.
We're
That's
just handling
true.
levels.
Yeah. He pulls out his 10,000 gold piece ice crystal to cast a single spell. It's like, that's the wealth of nations in this game. Okay.
Oh, well, the knockout chance increases to 10% per point of damage if the victim is surprised, asleep, restrained, or magically held. This woman is definitely restrained. And I don't think you necessarily need to do it with a leather thing. You could just sap her with the hilt of your
the thing
dagger.
is, I'm a strong, big man. She's restrained old woman. I can just fucking knock her out.
Absolutely.
I feel like, how can it go wrong?
Not hit her. Just hit her. Go. Roll it.
Don't roll a 1, and let's do it. Making me an attack roll +4 for back attack and held and surprised and all that jazz.
Yeah. Okay. Combat with dagger. +4.
Okay.
22.
22, which is great. This is essentially being our assassinate here. You are levels 1 to 4, so multiply the damage rolled by 2, and +1 for every 5 points of AC cleared. You've cleared, she's AC 10. You've rolled a 22, did we say?
Yeah.
So multiply the damage by 4 of your D4.
So 4d4 or d4 times 4?
D4 times 4.
But I get a +1 as well. That's multiplied as well.
D4 +1 altogether times 4.
This is going to kill her though, Neil.
This is temporary unconscious damage.
Okay. I get 2. So 8.
So 8 is a 40% chance to KO her.
Oh. It's pathetic.
No, I'm sorry. It's times 10% when you're behind
It's
her.
80%.
80% chance. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, I'll roll a d100. Yeah.
Boom.
Okay.
Perfect. That worked out amazingly. Combination sap and assassinate. Love it. She hits the floor like a sack of potatoes and is unconscious.
All right. We've not got too long. You know how people get knocked out for less than half an hour. So let's move.
Yep, agreed.
Okay. So I
Three
take the
10
candle,
rounds.
Neil, and we start going.
All right. We go down, there's some other rooms here, but we're ignoring it. She said the middle floor, so you head down to the middle floor. And this area seems to be a couple of bedrooms, a closet, some storage space, not much else. But one of these bedrooms is a converted, common space. And that is where the only good stuff that you're going to find here. And
Yeah.
you find something. Oh, do you find something? But it's wildly impractical and unwieldy. What you get is this must be like a hand-me-down painting from somewhere, but it's like 3 feet tall and 4 feet wide in its frame on canvas.
Oh, you just take it out and roll it up.
Yeah, but how do you take it out?
That's it.
You'd have to cut the canvas. Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
You could.
So that's what people do when they steal pictures, though.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Then it would just go in a smaller frame. No one would ever know that it's
And
cut.
you just
It's genius.
trim some of the edge.
Yeah.
You lose some of your picture fidelity. It's fine. It's fine.
But back in the day, no one fucking knew.
Yeah, whatever. Who gives a shit? This is it. This is the thing. This is the thing that this house has.
We take it. All right. So I take it off the wall. I put it down on the floor. I take out my dagger. I cut carefully around the edges.
Luther, I'm more dexterous. Let me do it.
Okay, fine. You do it. Yeah.
I will carefully cut a perfect line around the edges.
Excellent. Yeah. You cut it out. You can roll up this, what did you say, 3 foot by 4 foot painting into just a 3 foot, shaft of canvas.
Luther, let's get their money.
Oh.
What do you mean no? We're here.
I said how?
Oh. Let's go wake one of them up. Like we did before. It'll be quick.
Okay.
Oh, there's kids here. There's a kids room.
Somewhere.
We know that.
Yeah.
We saw them.
Yeah.
I will go and
I'm gonna go check this
Store, and I'll go to the door that is painted pink, and I will open it. And I'll look inside. What do I see?
Well, it's dark, so you don't see anything. Do you
We
got
have
the
a
candle? All right.
We got the candle, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you see a bed with some big comforters on it, and you can see some slippers down on the ground next to the bed, and some bathrobes hanging up on some pegs
Close
nearby.
that door
Okay.
silently, and I go to the next one. Sorry, how many doors are up here? Is it like two bedrooms
there are
up here?
3
or-
floors, 3 rooms on the middle floor.
I'll go check the next one.
The next one is very similar, but without the slippers, and more bathrobes, and yeah.
I close that one too, and I check the third one.
The third one's the painting room.
Oh, got it. Okay.
You can go up or down for more rooms.
Oh, fuck. I'll tell Luther.
One's got slippers and they both got bathrooms. I don't think the kids will have those. I think they're on the first floor.
Wouldn't you see the kids if they were there? Like,
Probably, yeah.
where they're kids? No? Okay.
No.
It's like, yeah, they've got to be up. They've got to be up, not down.
No, they can't.
Was there another door on the third floor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Then we'll go up.
Yep. You go up, and sure enough, you'll find one of the kids' rooms pretty quickly. You open it up. It's a fucking mess. There's shit everywhere.
I go inside. It's one kid.
No, it's 3. An unmanageable number of children.
I kind of say to Luther, "Come here."
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I go. I
I'm
cast a
gonna-
glance to the woman in the room, Neil. She's still on the floor.
Yeah. Just knocked out.
I'm gonna go to what I think is the oldest kid, hopefully on one of the sides of the bed, and I'm gonna like kind of grab them, put my hand over their mouth, and like pull them out, and whisper to them when they wake up.
You need to get the others, and you need to get them up, and you need to make them be quiet, or we're gonna gut you like we will.
This child rolls abominably on the morale check. There is a weak whimper, and then the sound of water hitting the floor.
Oh my god, what a pathetic
I
child.
kind of shake her.
Stop! What you're pissing? Get him up!
The child will go to the bed and shake the person awake and say,
Wait, you're pissed.
Timmy, be quiet, Timmy. I need you to be really quiet, Timmy. Timmy, be quiet.
Where's your mummy and daddy's room?
Luther, tie him up.
They're down below.
You're gonna take
Alright.
us to the room.
I tie up the other 2 kids.
All right,
just
you got
knock
little
them
Timmy,
out.
little Jimmy, and little Janet.
I
You
got
2
him
little
on-
fucks better be quiet.
They nod.
I got him
eyes
on the
are
rope,
wide.
and I'm kind of like leading them.
Come on.
I brandish my dagger in front of the children as I turn around.
Nope, they all roll abominably on their morale checks. They've heard about the people like you. This is why they live in the safe part of the city, because this is not supposed to happen here, but they know that there's danger out there, and they know that sometimes the danger can follow them home, and this is the stories that they've heard about all their lives.
You tell your parents after we're done with them to never mess with the copperheads.
Nice.
Okay.
You tell them that the copperheads are coming and we're taking this territory.
And we're gonna take him to the room.
All right, you bring Janet, little Janet, down to the 2nd floor. She leads you to the parents' house, the one with the slippers and the bathrobes.
Let me go first. You cover the kid.
I nod.
The old man is still here though. I open the door. He's got the candle. Oh, I've got a candle in one hand and the dagger in the other. I kick the door open.
And Mooten, you've got a kid and a knife.
I got the old kid with the knife on her, and then I assume the 2 kids are kind of like attached in like a hand of the rope. You know, it's like
Okay,
around
so you've got the
their
knife
stomach.
and the rope in one hand, and then the arm around the kid.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
as I come in, Neil,
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that I'm near the bed. I'm gonna just fucking clock the husband in the
All right.
face as quickly as I can with my hand with the dagger in it.
You throw yourself into the room. You get a surprise attack off. He's on the ground. Go ahead, same attack roll as before.
Get his ass, Nick.
Get him.
Get him.
+4.
Oh, it's the exact
another
same
times
die roll
4.
as before. D4 plus 1.
Let's go.
Nice.
The maximum
He's done.
percentage chance is 80, unfortunately. So just roll an 80 or lower on a D100.
Yeah.
Nice.
You clock him in the face. He's out like a light. The woman in the bed cries out, "Ah!"
Shut
it's
your
the same
fucking
woman as
trap.
before.
I
makes a morale
brandished the
check.
dagger at her.
Her morale check is the worst morale check you can roll. It is snake eyes. She faints in bed immediately.
Fuck's sake. Do they have like a piss bucket near the
Oh,
bed?
absolutely. They got
With a
themselves
wet
chamber
banded
pot.
baby.
I fucking throw the piss in her.
She wakes
like
up
wake her up.
immediately.
Gold, silver, jewelry, gems, silks. Where is it?
Oh, got your kid.
Oh my God, please, no, don't do it. Anything for the children. And she will quickly get up, dripping in piss, and go around and collect all the valuables, throwing it into a sack, shaking the whole time. Don't worry, kids. Mama's got you. Mama's got you, kids. It's gonna be fine. Just close your eyes and everything's gonna be okay.
You better tell the demon slayers that the copperheads were moving in.
Whatever you say, sir. Just don't hurt my children.
You better go quicker. I'm gonna get her.
Okay. And she goes around the room, loads up anything of value, and then says, "Hey, there's more stuff in the next room over. Please, don't hurt the children."
Let's
Okay.
go.
And I'll
Let's
follow
go.
her.
All right, she'll go into the
It's
next
free money.
room.
Why
and
don't
she'll
people just do this in real life, man?
They do. They do.
free money.
And that's why we have police.
Yeah, exactly.
She'll wake up the grandparents in the next room, tell them to stay in bed and everything's gonna be okay, and she'll steal the grandparents' shit.
Fuck yeah, man.
But grandma
I watch Granddad.
and
I watch
granddad, oh my God, they roll a 1 and a 1
They're from a
and a 1 and
different
a
time.
2 on their
Oh my
their morale checks. Grandma and grandpa get out of bed and grab candlesticks immediately. They
Oh wait.
are
Does that
from a
mean that they're
harder
ready to
time.
fight? Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
because
ready
she
to
says,
fight.
just don't worry, everyone. I'm gonna take the stuff. Just stay in bed and be careful. And granddad and grandma, they've lived through hard,
call it
hard
out now.
times.
If you don't lay back down, I'm gonna kill her.
And I have the kid covered.
Got one too many
And I'm-
grandkids, old man.
And I'm fucking serious. If they continue going, I slice the kid's neck.
Granddad goes, "What? I can't hear what you're saying." As he grabs like a candlestick from nearby.
Oh.
What are you saying? And he
I-
lifts up a
if he-
candlestick.
He's like standing upright. I like shove
Yeah.
him back down.
All right.
Either to the ground or to the chair that he's on. Stay in your
you should
fucking
make-
seat, old man.
You and the old man need to make initiative rolls because you go to shove him and he goes to hit you and you can see it coming.
Oh, he is
So
trying to hit me.
He's gonna hit you.
Nice. Nick.
Oh my
No, he's
God.
not.
You go first. Get him,
Fucking
Luther.
Stalk this little bitch. That's
You hit
him.
Granddad. Roll me damage. This is just a
3
regular
damage.
attack roll, right? Not a.
Well, I'm not stabbing him though. It's like a bludgeoning attack rather than a
It's like a one to the
dagger attack. Yeah, I'm punching him. I'm not trying
Okay.
to stab him. Yeah.
Gotcha. Granddad has 5 HP, so you clock Granddad. His teeth hit the ground and like roll across the floor, but he's
He's ducking and weaving.
he's going for it.
Let's
Granddad
see it.
takes the candlestick, thwaps at you with it. It's a 13. That hits your AC?
It's me, yeah.
Excellent. A candlestick is probably a D4 bludgeoning tool. He'll crack you across the face for 1 measly point of damage. Grandma has her own candlestick on her side of the bed, and she's gonna hop in this thing too. Now, she's not as spry, right? She's a little bit older, so it's not like a throw across the bed to get you, but she does like put her knees on the bed and like waddle. And I'm going to give her a penalty to hit because she's kind of like waddling across the bed to get to you. So
can't even-
D20 minus 2. It's a 5. She can't quite get to you here. But she calls out, "Get him, Henry! Get him!"
I roll initiative.
I rolled initiative, and I just
see
want
that.
it to be
Don't
see
kill a
that.
child.
I'm
mate.
not gonna kill the kid. What I do instead is I'm gonna stab the kid in her leg. So I go from it being at the
Nice.
neck, and now I'm going like down in the kid's leg, and I'm gonna yell out,
You better lay down or I'm gonna get her.
and the kid screams out in pain. I assume.
Well, Luther
I
goes
win
first
initiative.
before anyone else. Yes.
I will. The grandmother, she's still on her knees on the bed. She's in a really terrible position right now. She's not dodging fucking anything. I throw a swing at Grandma. I want a +4. You know,
I'll give you 2. I'll give you 2.
I think that it deserves more personally, but okay. It's
Fucking
it's a
doesn't even matter.
critical Grandma.
Bye, Grandma.
That's
yeah, 2d4
that's a.
+1.
Are we limiting it to single crits?
Yeah, we're just doing single crits.
2d4 +1. I knock Grandma out cold. 6 damage.
Oh,
Bang.
man. Grandma hits the bed, passes out.
Go on, let him take his shot. The old man.
Grandpa! This is the love of his life. He's
This is
married to her.
amazing.
I'm going to give him a bonus to hit because this
You should roll into initiative.
He did. He rolled an 11. He's going at the same
He
time
rolled
as
an
you.
11, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So Grandpa gets a +2 for the fury and the passion of a man protecting the only
Remember
thing that
this,
matters
Nick.
in his life.
I'll remember this.
If you start going down,
It's
I'm
got
going to
a
get a
+1 for
+2.
love.
When you've
It's a
been
+1.
married to Luther for 50 years, I'll give you a +2 to hit.
It's a +1 for love, Neil. There's a precedent.
That's true.
Yeah.
Grandpa will smack you good.
Fuck, he's got me again. 3 damage this time. To be fair, fair play to the old guy because he's putting up a
No,
fight
yeah,
here.
he's sweet.
He's doing
Good
the
for
best
him.
he can.
Okay, what's Luther do? Not Luther. What does Pigeon do?
Pidge, yeah.
Pigeon takes the knife from the girl's neck, doesn't slit it, and instead stabs her in the leg.
Excellent.
Here's the to hit.
Oh.
18.
It's perfect. Thank God you didn't roll an 18, otherwise it would have been a critical. You
For
just
4?
do regular 4 damage to the child who has 2 HP, and she hits the ground.
Hits the ground.
Yeah, and begins to bleed out.
You better stop.
And I go to the next one.
The servant wife in all of this, the mom in all of this, daughter-in-law, she's gonna have to make another.
There was
she
no need to
passes
kill
out
the
again.
Child.
She passes out again.
Let's get the fuck out of it. I roll
Old
initiative to
man.
knock out. I'm knocking out Grandpa. Let's roll another.
Yeah.
Grandpa's still in this. Lucy, I'm coming for you, honey.
Fuck
Grandpa
yeah.
doesn't
we're
I'm
getting
rolling
time.
initiative. I'm debating on covering the kid or attacking the grandpa.
The kid's dead, mate.
No, there's 2 kids.
Two
There's
more
Yeah,
kids.
but they're tied up.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush the grandpa. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right,
No,
roll
the
it.
kids are tied up upstairs, aren't they?
Go for it,
No,
Mr.
they're here. I
Mooton.
have him.
Oh.
He brought him down. You can
I
get
see
on the bed near Grandma.
I see the grandpa rushing and attacking Luther, and I'm going to I'm gonna stab him. I already stabbed one.
Yeah.
I think Pigeon would kill for
Oh,
Luther,
God.
and this is what happens when people fuck around, and this is gonna spread. This is the word that's gonna spread. Don't be heroes. 7.
Whoosh! It's a miss on Gramps. He
This
and
guy,
Luther.
he dodges. He deflects it.
And I mean, he's an old man. He's been around the block. You don't know what
Yeah.
he used to get into in his olden days.
Yeah.
So he's gonna take a swing at Luther again. As Luther, you can do whatever you want. Grandpa with the fucking hits for another 3 damage on Luther.
He sucks me in the face. Oh, fuck.
So this
Initiative.
is 3. And how much did you take last round?
I'm on
Taking
7.
8
I'm on
damage, I
7.
think, yeah.
No,
Okay,
no.
7.
Yeah, I've taken 7 damage.
Okay. God, Grandpa's doing work here. So
We
what
go
we've got
again.
here is Luther on the side of the bed, Pigeon on the bed, Grandma unconscious on the bed, and Grandpa in the corner with a candlestick, and the daughter-in-law just unconscious on the floor, like in
I
and
say-
around Luther's feet.
Get the shit to the balcony. Get ready to go. I'll meet you up there.
I'm gonna take one more attack at him,
Alright.
and then I'll go.
Unbelievable.
Grandpa
honor
goes
for these
first.
people.
1d20
There's no
plus
way he hits
2.
again.
It's a fucking 13. Grandpa with the win. He'll crack Luther
no.
again.
No.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna rip your eyes off. You know what we used to do with men like you back in the day? We'd hang you by your testicles from the arches.
You're a
You're-
fool, old man. You're gonna get yourself killed.
I'm
You
gonna
and your
kill
ugly
you
wife.
I'm gonna kill you for hitting him.
And I'll
Get him,
attack.
Pigeon. Get him. Oh,
15.
you finally get Grandpa.
Mate,
He
that's
goes
fucking
down.
brutal. I can't believe you stabbed him, man.
I get
That's
him from the
bang
back,
out.
and I get him under the rib,
Fucking bang out of order.
and
as
I
well.
pull it out.
The knife is
I am-
bloody.
Oh man.
I'm a bit
Grandpa
upset
sinks
as
to the
the,
ground.
as he falls through the round, and I just walk away from him. Fuck.
I'm gonna get the stuff, and I think we're gonna start running out.
I take one last look. Is that kid dying?
Yeah.
Could I save the kid's life?
Yes.
Do I think? Could I? How?
You could try
Right,
to
like-
bind the kids' wounds.
Yeah, I try and bind the kids' wounds.
Luther, come on, we need to go. Come on.
Just give me a fucking second.
Luther, this is what they get for attacking us.
He's
They gotta learn a lesson.
He's gone feral. I roll an intelligence check. Is it in check at half int, Neil? Or?
No, you can just bind the wounds. You can just take a
bind wounds.
round. It's fine.
Okay, I do it. Yeah, I save the kid.
The kids gonna still need a
leave.
doctor. Like if you just leave her bound here and she's here all night by herself, like she's in serious
She
trouble.
won't. She won't be though. She
Someone will
won't be
figure
there.
it out.
They'll wake up eventually. They'll sort it out.
All right, we get whatever stuff that we got, and we go.
I grab the painting. We grab the sack of loot, and I think we head to the balcony again.
I pick up the piss in this room and I throw it on the old, and then we go. The wet bandit.
Old man
right?
piss.
And you're
Crazy.
gone. You're out on the third floor balcony now. Second floor third floor. Which how do you exit the building?
I think we go to the
Probably
first floor balcony and
run
just
out
let
the
ourselves
first floor.
down.
Yeah.
The ground floor or the
Yeah.
middle
Yeah.
floor?
Oh, if we can just get out into the garden from the ground floor, we'll do that.
You could walk out the front door if you wanted. You're on the inside of the
No,
house.
not the
We'll
front
go
door.
backside.
We're gonna have the back door and climb over the fence.
Yeah, great. Everyone make me climb walls checks at -3, and Bob's your uncle.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The brambles, Nick. Oh my God, the brambles are so intense.
Yeah,
you try
I
to get
agree-
out of here, and it's just a
I
fucking
agreed
mess.
with you before when I thought we were talking about like tunneling through a long period of overgrowth, but surely the fence being overgrown makes it easier to climb, no?
If it's lightly overgrown, absolutely. But if it's like unmanageably overgrown, it becomes like a hedgerow.
Here, we just turn around and we run out the front door, I think, and then go down an alley, yeah?
Yeah, fine, okay.
Yeah.
We run out the front door, we go down an alley, and we start skipping town. Which way do you want to go, Nick? Do you want to go through the Temple Guardians area, or do you want to go through the Pittman area?
I think through the Pittman area.
I agree.
Yeah. With our literal sack of loot.
As we're running, I'll call out.
Luther, when people are going crazy and attacking us, we're gonna have to get our hands a little dirty.
You don't kill fucking kids.
I didn't try to. I tried to stab her leg. She fell down.
Just have a look at yourself, pigeon. You don't kill kids.
Well, then why were we grabbing them? If we're not gonna be, go through with our threats.
We'll have this conversation back at home. Let's just get back.
Yeah.
Our party
Start.
can make their way home.
I think when we get in, I'll say we were doing it to scare the parents. I don't think we were ever actually going to kill the kids. I mean,
Well,
you're
I
right.
thought you wanted me when the parents messed up and started attacking or something to get them.
Lou,
That was
you-
the whole point.
You did your job. It worked. The kid will be all right. I bandaged her.
This is
Should be
the
fine.
overgrown sort of hedge that I'm talking about. This is a nightmare to climb because it's not solid enough to grab purchase until you're deep inside, and so you have to like scramble your way over just a nightmare of small branches that are poking you and keeping you from all the steady things.
Is it possible
Yeah.
to like run through that?
No, this is
It's
the
the
sort of
head-
stuff that stopped U.S. and French and British tanks during the invasion of France. Like they were just stopped by big fucking bushes. Yeah,
Sure,
it
yeah.
sounds hilarious, but hedgerows.
Well, there's
block-
a difference between a
block
tank
tanks.
and a person, though, isn't there? In
Yeah.
terms of being able to climb over it.
Yeah,
But-
and a
but
person
anyway,
has a
it's fine.
chance to climb.
Yeah. Okay, whatever.
No penalties.
fine,
We
we got out.
look at what we've got.
You look at what you got. You got some loot. You got some gold. You got some honest just crap that she would put in here to just placate
Placate
you.
you.
Yeah.
And you've got some nicer things. You've got some. These cups look like they're made out of brass, and that's kind of nice. You could sell those for something, or you could just have like nice brass cups in your house.
We want nice cups, yeah.
Mhm.
It's nice to have nice
Yeah,
things.
we'll keep the brass cups. That's nice.
Yeah. You're gonna get yourself.
But what we want is at least a couple of pieces that we think it would make sense to try and fence.
The art.
Yeah, the painting is one.
You get yourself 76 copper. And
I'll add it to the hoard.
Add it to the horde, yeah.
27 silver.
Copy that.
And then the brass cups, which you're just going to keep for your house. And then the painting is the one nice thing. The woman had been going for anything else that might have been valuable when the fight broke out, and then people were
Fine.
dying and we bailed. And so the only fensible thing is the painting.
Okay. Well, it's something though.
That's
And it's
something.
unique. They'll remember us. So I think the fact that we've been going to the bar for a week, I know we've not spoken to her, but she will have seen us around, so she might feel like she recognizes us a little bit.
Patricia?
Yeah. No, not
Yeah.
Patricia. Hudson.
Oh, Hudson, yeah.
And so she recognizes us from the bar. We're going to sell this painting, which is an interesting piece. And then hopefully we can then lead that on to talking about the gems. But I think let's just obviously probably sleep it off tomorrow because we've been up until the middle of the night.
Yeah, and
And
you're at
then-
less
I think
than half
Pigeon
hit
will
points.
argue with Luther a little bit about like,
Well, then why are we grabbing the kids?
and whatnot. And I assume that you're eventually just gonna be like, well, what do you say when he says that? Like,
Well, I thought my whole thing was like, if they start messing up, I'd hurt the kid.
Yeah, I guess that is the thing, but do you not get the point? It's not nice. You don't want to kill a kid.
Well, then they shouldn't be stupid.
Yeah. Well, maybe
It's not on us, Luther. It's on them.
it's on them. Yeah. Well, I guess you got to do what you got to do sometimes. But I had a chance to save the kid's life when I took it. It only took a minute.
Yeah, well, that seemed fine. That old man had it coming, though. He hurt you.
Yeah, the old guy, the geezer put up a good fight, though. Gotta respect that.
Did you
Although
see
he
the?
did kind of almost get his granddaughter killed.
Did you see the look in his eye?
He was furious. I've never seen anger like it.
Oh my God, a +2.
It's the kind of rage that only a lifetime of shit can create.
He might have been somebody.
Might have been. Not anymore, probably. You shanked the old fucker good.
Fuck him. They gotta
Yeah.
learn that if the wet bandits come, then not to mess with us.
Yeah, and fuck his ugly wife, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll pour some wine in our new brass cups, and I'll say,
To the dead old fuck.
Yeah. To the dead old fuck. Okay, which is.
cheers. All right.
How about
I got a question
what-
for each of you, because we've just been, patting ourselves on the back to the dead old fuck and his ugly wife.
Yeah.
And then you sit and you take your sips, and I want to ask Luther,
Yeah.
in your heart of hearts, are you this callous, or is there a bit of like trying to suppress the feelings that you just beat up an old man and almost murdered a child, and you're trying to cover up those feelings, but deep down there's like a, oh God, what am I doing? Or is it honestly like, fuck these people? Like, is this the appropriate soundtrack?
No, it's what's genuinely weird is that when I was punching the old guy and beating them up, that was fine. I feel like bringing daggers into it and stabbing people, like he just not happy about that. Weirdly, like not like breaking into someone's house, threatening their kids and beating up old people is okay. But that feels like morally he's comfortable with that.
Right.
Breaking into somebody's house and killing their kids, though, that's like a bit.
That was.
That feels that's a bit too far. But at the end of the day, like fuck these people. Like what opportunity have I ever had? Like this is the reality of the world I live in, and
Yes.
if they're rich fucks flaunting their wealth around, like what do they expect? Go move somewhere else if you don't like it.
So there's a little bit of, ooh, I'm headed down a dark road, but like this is the road that we're on. This is what life is like in this day and age and place.
Yeah, I don't think he thinks he's going. Just like not. It's kind of worrying to him that Pigeon doesn't see the difference between threatening the kid and actually stabbing the kid.
Okay.
Like it seems obvious that obviously we'd threaten to do it,
Right.
but it seems reasonable that we wouldn't be comfortable with actually doing it. But
Right.
he's just a bit of a psycho. So what are you gonna do?
And what about
Hey, what are
you,
you gonna do?
Pigeon? For you seem actually more like, we did the thing, right? Or you're not feeling any of this trepidation, or maybe this was too far, right? You feel like a true believer that this is how you get ahead in life. This is how you do it. You've just made your glory, and you're on your way to like fame and riches. That's the vibe I'm getting. Is that accurate?
It's pretty accurate. Pigeon feels like, nobody gave a fuck about him or his family, through anything. There was no easy times for them, and now he's actually going out there and by force taking what he feels like he's owed. And he doesn't want to hurt anyone as long as they don't mess with him. But the people who are stupid and are going to like fight back, they're gonna get hurt, and he wants them to like know and realize that. Pigeon is a terrible person, so let's not mince words there. But yeah, for him, he definitely feels like this is my chance to get what I'm finally owed. He's got a really nice lady that he's thinking about, and he's gonna tell her in the next meeting that,
Oh, I want to take you to the inner city, and I want to get a house, and you shouldn't be working.
and that is what his goal is gonna start like being, is like building his wealth up in order to live how he truly wants.
And to a certain extent, this is all 100% accurate. Like, this is a brutal, crime-ridden, gang-run city after demons and undead have sieged the place. Like, this is not a happy, fun time place. You get ahead by... It's a zero-sum game at this point. You get ahead by tearing other people down. Yeah, 100%. This is we are hardly heroes here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Now we know where we stand. We've got some stuff. We've got the painting. We've got some trifling cash. We're ready to go talk to Hudson. Why don't we take a short break?
Cool.
And
All right.
talk to Hudson.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hardly Heroes, if we even have breaks in the final product. We've got some loot.
Yeah, so we're back at our house. I think we sleep the next day
Mhm.
and then probably head to the Rusty Hook that evening. So the evening of the next day. And hopefully go and try and speak to Hudson.
Yep.
I think, do we bring the painting with us?
Oh yeah.
Do we maybe wrap it in something, or like a sheath maybe, or
Let's
Let's bring it like it's a blanket.
well, no, we don't want to fold it though, right?
Oh, I guess that's true.
What we need is like a scroll case, but I don't
Yeah.
think we've got one of them.
And also, this is like 3 feet long. Wouldn't fit in a scroll case. It's a
Yeah.
big thing. You just have to carry it in your hand.
Okay, fine. You're not worried what Patricia's gonna think?
Let's maybe let's talk to Hudson today about what we got, and then if she wants to see it, we can arrange a meeting or something like that. Let's
If
not
we say
bring
we've
it.
got a painting, it's gonna mean nothing to her unless she sees it, right? Like we stole
Yeah,
a nice
but
painting.
We don't know if she wants to do business in the tavern, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say we got some stuff for her, and maybe describe a painting. Maybe bring up we have a gem. But we're trying to sell the painting right now.
Okay, let's leave it here then.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just no. My worry is that she weren't not going to take us seriously. She doesn't know who we are. We're coming saying we've got a painting. We've not got it with us. Like, why is she going to want to work with us?
Then we can bring it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No,
First
I think
impressions matter, right?
Yeah. So we go to the tavern then. We try and sit on the first floor, whatever the fucking floor that she's on.
Second floor.
Yeah. with
Just
the
count
fireplace.
the floors, the literal floors. Ground floor is the first floor,
That's not a floor though, is it? Because that's the ground.
but it
a
is
floor.
still the floor.
Like when you go outside, you're not on a floor. You're just outside, just on the ground.
But as
Okay.
soon as you put floorboards down, it becomes a
No.
floor.
No, that's not true. Because some buildings have stone floors, so
Sure,
is the
then
fucking
they're
pavement is that a floor?
yes, the floor is what is
The
beneath
pavement
you.
is a floor.
Sure.
So just like sheep, they live on the first floor.
Yes.
Pigs, they live on the first floor too.
Yeah, but
Horses,
when
first floor.
there's only one floor, you don't need to specify. But yes, the ground is the floor.
The birds, they live on the second floor.
They're actually a branch division.
Oh, that
Come
was
on.
pretty good.
Oh,
Neil, that was
let's
good. Yeah, all right, let's go. So is she already there?
Hudson,
Yeah.
what time of day are you coming over?
Well, I think we sleep in, and then we probably had that like say 4 or 5, something like that.
Oh, so
Early-
like well into
early
the
evening.
afternoon. Yeah. And this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
early March, so 4 or 5 is actually sundown.
Hmm.
So maybe a little before that. But by that
Yeah,
time,
maybe a little before that. Yeah.
by the time you get there, once you've had your day of rest and then you're lying, and you're still down some HP. I think everyone's down. Or Nick, you would have gained 1 by now.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine. We can
But wait,
head.
hang on. Was he punching? Was that real damage that he was doing?
He was hitting you with a candlestick. That was real damage.
Yeah, he was fucking you up.
He's a crazy old fucker.
Yeah,
He
he's
just
dead
killed
now.
me. He
Yeah.
died, though,
He was trying to kill you.
yeah.
His wife didn't die though. She got to 0. She's out for revenge.
Nice. Did the kid live? They're rich. Surely they can get a doctor.
They don't have any money anymore.
That's true.
What do we care? They're unnamed NPCs. We'll never see them again.
I'm assuming
Surely.
that they lived.
Good headcanon.
Makes me feel better.
Yeah. We get to the Rusty Hook. You head up to the 2nd floor, and there's Hudson hanging up by
Yeah,
the
okay.
fireplace with the
Well,
elk
we
antlers.
we
She's got
sit
some
back.
logs. She's
We
currently
sit back.
actually
We have a drink first.
building the fire for the evening. She's stacking wood on either sides. She's got some little bits of tinder down in there. She's like putting the, she's doing the thing. She's putting the fire together.
We should
Nice.
use code when we talk to her.
Let's get a drink first. Let's settle in. Don't want to look too keen.
Is Patricia here?
Yeah.
Took you off today. Oh, nice.
Today is a Tuesday, so she's working. Her day off is Thursdays.
Nice.
Oh,
But she's
Patricia,
clean. You know.
You look wonderful.
She doesn't give you the time of day. She's busy passing drinks. Maybe she didn't even notice you because it's a busy tavern. There's lots going on. You try and flag her down and say something, and she's just focused on her job. It's not you. She's just really busy.
I hold out a gold coin and kind of like wave it towards her.
Um,
God, so toxic.
no, she doesn't even see the gold coin. She's
Oh, wow. Oh,
bussing tables.
okay.
She's working.
Actually, that makes him feel better. Yeah.
That makes me feel better. I put it away. Woo.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just
So-
go get regular drinks. I'll bring them up, hand them
Yeah.
to Luther.
We have a couple of drinks here, and as we're having the second drink, I say, "Do you think we should both go, or do you think maybe I should just go and speak to her, and then I'll bring you in once I've made the introduction? Like, you hold the painting, let me go and speak to her. If she's interested, I'll call you over. You bring the painting.
Yeah, that's smart.
Okay." So I get like 2/3 of this pint down, and I stand up with the drink, and I head over to her the table that's next to her, and I say, "You mind if I sit here?" As I sit down.
Oh, please don't let me be in your way. I'm just here to tend the fire.
Thank you.
Says the woman known as Hudson. Now that you got a real chance to sit with her and you're going to chat with her, you can take her in. She's sort of plain, pretty ordinary, doesn't really put in a lot of effort. She's got this awkward hat on still, and so this bulky, ill-fitting clothing. Like you, her parents have come from far overseas. She's got a much darker complexion than everyone else in the area. She's definitely human, 100%, no half-elf in there anywhere. Sometimes with elves, you can or half-elves, you can be like, well, that might be a human, that might be an elf. Sometimes there's a little gray zone. Every now and then you run across a human who you're like, wow, you've got these really gentle features. You might even be it. This woman, kind of squarish jaw that a half-elf female would never have. Eyes
Yeah.
are just maybe a little bit not too wide set. Like, I don't want to paint her as an uggo, but definitely no elven blood here. 100% human through and through.
She ain't got no alibi.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And she just kind of sits there at the table and watches the fire, and that's that. Pulls out a little wax
Yeah.
tablet and starts doodling in the wax tablet, and then erases it and doodles again and feeds the fire as needed.
So I sit quietly for a bit, and then after a while I say, "I see you in here every night, tending this fire.
Oh, it's a living.
Strange someone doing that job wouldn't drink. I would have thought anyone who wanted to do a job like that, it'd be in it for the beer."
Oh, world takes all kinds.
Ain't that the
Everyone has
truth?
their job to do.
I raise my glass slightly and take another drink.
She politely raises her water glass to you. Takes a sip.
You're quite unassuming for such an important figure. It's Hudson, right?
It is.
Nice to meet you.
Someone's got to tend the hearth,
Name's
Well-
Luther.
Pleasure to meet you, Luther. How do you do? What's your business?
I'm doing good. Yeah. The thing is, I've come across well, let's call them art objects. That see, I ain't no connoisseur about art and don't really know a lot about art. Don't know many folks that do know much about art. Looking to just get rid of some things, you know, change them for some coins, some silver, maybe a bit of gold.
Sounds like you want to head to the green zones where there's a lot of merchants.
Yeah, I don't really trust merchants so much.
Why not? It's an honest living.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem I've got with it.
Nice.
Oh. Oh.
Sorry, I thought I was speaking to someone who saw things the same way.
Well, you know, it takes all kinds to make the world work.
Ain't that the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about strange folk, my nephew over there, he's got the art in question if you wanted to take a look.
I'd love to see some art.
You got maybe a private room or...
She kind of looks in the direction of the nephew, who's staring bug-eyed in your direction.
Yeah.
She looks around the place. It's busy. It's always pretty busy. She looks at
I would
the
have been
fire.
lip reading, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Then you're probably catching most of this conversation, especially with that 31.
Yep.
She'll take a look at the fire and toss on, you know, more than enough logs to keep it going for a little while, and said, "Well, if you don't want to show it off to everyone, why don't we just take a step over in the corner?"
Let's do it. I indicate to Pigeon as I stand up and go and walk into this corner.
I hobble
Yeah.
over.
It's not like the most secluded corner. It's definitely around the edge of the fireplace a little bit where the light doesn't shine as well, and it's not like an ideal spot. Like most of the patrons
I'm like
don't hang out here.
a big, like, broad person, so I position myself with my back, like, blocking most of the vision, so it's happening in front of me, there to my side. So, yes, you could see it, but between the low lighting and the fact that I'm blocking it, it's mostly...
Yeah, and that, by the nature of it, corners her into a tight corner. And normally, if you're in a tavern and you're a small, unassuming person and like a large person like corners you like this, you might feel intimidated or nervous. She doesn't seem to have any concern or fear for your cornering her whatsoever.
She'd probably shank me for like 10d6 damage.
No.
Yeah, Pigeon will come on by and bring
we
the art.
unfurl
I'll
painting.
unfurl it.
Oh. And you don't want to go to a normal dealer for this?
No.
Wouldn't know where to find one.
Oh, well, you know, art scene's not very big anymore. What a shame.
Ain't that the truth?
What
So,
Oh, wait.
you know any men or hitmen that might be interested in such a thing?
Hitman?
Pit.
Oh, Pitman.
Yeah.
Oh, in this? She looks at the painting before you. She shrugs. I don't know. As I said, art's not such a big deal anymore.
Oh, what about a gem?
What about a gem? Do you have a painting of a
Well-
gem?
Well, if art's not a big deal, what is? What are you looking for?
Oh, I'm just, you know, happily following the rule, goddess of the hearth, and keeping the fires warm and stoked and all that. But you know, gems are. If you're talking about merchants, I think there's more money in gems than there is in art, at least in Stromheim these days.
Now look at Pigeon.
Well, what if we got one? Would you want to
Oh.
see it?
Well, I do like looking at pretty things. You know, I'm just always over here by the fire doing my doodles. There's not a lot of interesting things happening around me. Love to see some gems.
Well, we're talking about. This ain't no, lowbrow stuff. We're talking big time gems.
Well, we got one. Right?
And I'll describe it to her.
Wow, that sounds really pretty. Red with little bits of black through it, did you say?
It's pure. It's
I think it was like a pure ruby is what it sounded like. So that's how I'll explain it.
Well, that sounds amazing. I don't think I've seen something like that.
Well, yeah. Would you be interested in maybe, buying it?
Oh, well, I'm a simple person with simple needs, but I might know some folks who are interested in gems and jewelries and the sorts. I don't know if I could put you in touch with them, but what do you got?
I looked at Luther.
Well, how do we... I'm not being funny, Hudson, but I'm getting kind of strange vibes here.
Well, we did just meet, and now you've brought me into a shadowy corner and you're showing me gems and artwork. It's an unusual situation, isn't it?
Well, it is for me. I thought it might be more commonplace for you.
I'll kind of like start rolling up the artwork, and I will absolutely give her like some space. Like if she wants to pull out,
Yeah.
she can.
She does not. No, she seems very comfortable in this spot. She just kind of looks back and forth between the two of you. Now,
So,
what is
I
this?
was led to believe
is this,
that you were
have
someone who could help us. Maybe I got the wrong end of the stick.
Well, what do you need help with? Building fires? I'm real good at building fires.
No, not so much building fires, maybe building fortunes. I've got art, I've got gems, and I need coin.
And you don't want to go to the green zones. That's real
we're not-
easy. You could just sell these things there today if you wanted. Real fast money.
you know why we can't.
Why?
I point to like the edge of the painting.
She shrugs. What? It's got some minor damage on it, but who's going to care about that? She looks between
If
the
they
two
know
of you.
if they know it's stolen, they'll rip us off.
Listen, we heard from someone that you can help us move stuff.
Oh.
Maybe we were
See.
better off with the copperheads.
Who told you this? Where'd you hear this information? Is someone pulling a fast one on you?
Mickey.
Mickey?
I nod.
There's a lot of Mickeys in the city.
Kind of describe him a little bit.
The locksmith who lives in his fortress.
Well, not anymore. Right?
What are you doing? What?
Not after
You just
what
outed
happened.
us.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she doesn't work
Tragic.
for him.
Well, it's a real
Tragic
tragedy.
what happened to Mickey. Yeah.
I see. She
Sorry,
surveys
I
the
think that was a
two
bad
of your
move.
faces, taking in, trying to judge intention, motivation, danger, honesty, need, doing her best. She's going to make a good old charisma check here.
Is it like opposed to like be stoic?
She's just trying to do her best to read
Gauge
you.
it.
Oh, did real good. Okay. Well, I have a sister in High Castle. Every now and then, I go and visit her. And if you ever have something that, for one reason or another, is, uncomfortable to sell around these parts, I might be able to pass it on to her when I go visit her, and she could sell it there, and I could bring you back some money. I've done that before for people, but I'll let you know it's a bit of a process. I go visit her, and then when I visit her the next time, I pick up any money I made, and then I bring it back here. There's time and delays involved. It's not fast. If you're looking to make some money, I would just go to the green zone. That's how you can do it real quick. I wouldn't come trying to sell anything in High Castle unless there's a good reason you can't sell it here. She looks to your faces.
Well, here.
I look at Luther as I do this.
How about you hold on to this painting then? You seem to like it.
She shrugs. That's okay. I'm not much of an artist.
Yeah, fuck the painting. Thing
So
is, though, Hudson,
What about
your
these
sister.
gems?
How do I know I can trust her? How do I know that you and your sister ain't just going to run off, take our gold?
Well,
Maybe we do this with the painting first. Show how
Mickey
things
told you
work.
about me, right?
Yeah.
And you trust Mickey.
Trust him as far as I can throw him, which, given that he's 6 feet underground, is not that far.
Well, that's okay. I like tendon fires, occasional trip overseas or whatever, across the roads. You came to me making these offers,
exactly.
so I really think that if your best bet is just selling these things in the green zones. Unless there's a reason you can't, in which case I don't see you having many options.
Yeah,
That's
the
right.
thing is, we're never gonna get there's never gonna be any insurance.
Yeah. Well, the insurance out of character is that if we can imply that we've got more of these gems,
Yeah.
and then if she was to fuck us over on one, she's not going to get the commission on the rest. I think that's what we need to play off. I say to Hudson, fair enough, you've made your point. We don't need the painting. I'll be in here in the next couple of days with this gem, and we can have a serious conversation then, not in just the corner of this tavern. Once you see this thing, you'll know why I'm being so sketchy about it.
Well, why don't you tell me about it before you show it to me? And
What do you
tell
want to
me-
know about it?
Well, I want to know why you can't sell it in the green zone.
That, I'm afraid, is confidential information, and might prove dangerous
I'm
to my health
trustworthy.
if it were to. I don't know that. Why
You
don't we
came to
just
talk
meet
to
up
me?
tomorrow? Yeah, sure, to see if you were trustworthy.
And
Well,
she
and I'm
gives you
still
a bland
deciding.
smile.
I'm still deciding. Do you trust me yet?
I don't think you've lied to me. I don't think you're a danger.
How about we bring you one of our gems and we see how it goes, see how much you get, and then maybe
What's
we'll
your-
talk about it.
What's your take? What's your sister's take?
Long pause. There's a lot of variability. Big things that are hard to move and transport, those are expensive. Small things, easy to fit into a pocket, walk around with, not so much. You got something can't sell here? I take 25. My sister takes 25.
Okay. I actually think that's fair.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I just want to encourage you one more time. You can probably sell things for just about the same amount here in the city and get your money a lot faster.
We get it.
Hudson, you're going to talk yourself out of thousands of gold at this rate. Why don't you just wait for us to talk tomorrow and you'll see what the stakes are here. And if you really need to know, if you really need to hear us say it, we can talk a little bit about what happened and where this came from.
Okay. Well, I'll see you tomorrow and we'll have a nice chat.
Somewhere private.
I like somewhere public.
I like
There's got to be a
that, too.
back room in this tavern somewhere.
She doesn't respond. She just gives you this like bland, dumb, innocent smile. Like she's not involved in anything.
I really
about we
dislike
meet-
it. I really dislike this person.
Oh.
It's fine, Luther. How about we just meet here tomorrow, right here?
Okay.
This character has a short life expectancy. I can see it.
No, I think she'll live a long time.
Yeah, she's gonna live a long and healthy life. I'm getting
Uh-huh.
really sketchy vibes off her. I actually think that maybe we can trust her, but just
think we
her demeanor is quite unsettling. Okay, so I think we head back to our table, drink a bit more, and then head back to the to the house with a view of digging up one of the gems and bringing it here tomorrow.
I
All right.
will, since we're short on time, I just want to say I go 11 steps forward, 2 steps to the right. I dig there. That's where the gem is.
We still want to know what that statue is as well.
I know.
That might be
That's
magic,
why I
for
asked
all
the
we know.
lady, I was like, are you into the gods? And she was talking about
Mm.
the Temple Guardian area.
Well,
Do it.
next time we come back, we're going to take this gem. We're going to go to Hudson, who is clearly a criminal, right? That's definitely the vibe.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But, like, what's with the quiet, unassuming, innocent, I don't
That's
want
just
your
their
business?
That's just their shtick. Yeah, I don't know.
Why, if you're involved in making tons of money by selling ill-gotten goods, why would you try to discourage business?
Well, because at first I just thought it was a case of like, I don't trust you, so I'm not telling you who I am. I'm not laying on what I do. I'm not going to give you a reason to be able to like pin that on me. But she did actually seem to be engaging in the conversation at the end. So I don't feel like it was like she just didn't want to work with us.
Yeah.
It's more just that maybe it's just like a way to unsettle people.
It's just like she's playing mind games, trying to get the upper hand by never revealing what her position is.
Yeah, like she's hard to read.
Do we want to do XP now?
Can do.
I thought we were just doing it at the end of each session. So
Let's do it.
Not sure that we've really done that much, though, have we?
Did we do
We've
XP
done
last
enough.
session?
We
Yeah.
did it at the start of last session, or
what did we do last session again?
get the journal. I can't remember if we got XP for translating the journal. That's what I'm thinking.
No, we didn't get. I don't think we got XP for translating the journal.
Yeah.
But I think this will be enough to level us, or at the bare minimum, level me.
Well, why don't we do it? I know, Nick, you've got to bounce right now, so why don't we just do
Yeah,
XP
next
next
time.
week?
What
Sure.
are we doing? Are we doing like? Oh no, we're getting XP for the gems when we can liquidate them into cash, right? That's
Exactly.
Right, when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get the cash value from the gem. So if you give them to Hudson and she steals them and fucks off, 0 XP. But if she
Yeah.
does sell them and give you cash, then you get your cash value.
I think it's actually. I know we've said this, but it's preferable to sell them
One by one.
one by
almost.
one. Otherwise, we'll cap the XP gain.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
All right.
See you
All right,
guys
cool.
maybe
Well,
next
thanks
week.
for watching. Yeah. See you next week.
Ciao.